exactly what you're up to.
Hey, do we have a Reddit yet?
No, I want one, though.
Well, when's the last time you checked?
Oh, I didn't. I don't know. I like this text here. Questionable Kevin, loved that opening song, and I thought it was an amazing version. Questionable Kevin, you're in the running.
Yep.
No, I wanted to say that what was it? Oh, I went into Petco. I want to go back to this Petco thing, and I walked to get the dog food, and there was a mom going, "Do you really want it? You want it?" And I looked at the mom, and I go, "Oh no, you're setting up your kid to have a Fuji ball and be the dude on the beach because he had a snake around his arm." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Oh, don't do it to this 8-year-old right now," because you know the kid's going to start growing out his hair and stop taking showers and hate his dad.
Do you wait?
But the family, it fit the family. That's really mean to say, but go ahead, describe the mom, and I'll see if you're correct. Like, now you got to think, 8-year-old, 9-year-old around there, snake.
She looks too young to have an 8 or 9-year-old.
Okay.
Her hair is longer, but also flatter than hell.
Well, yes, it's long and flat, but it was also dyed a little bit at the ends.
Oh,
like she was growing out the purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Years of chewing tobacco has discolored her tooth.
I didn't see the front, but I'm sure. Okay, yes.
The flattest bottom you'd ever see. Jeans that were too big and a tank top.
Yeah. No, sweatpants.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jeans that are too big and sweatpants are the same.
It looked like I went, oh, wait a minute. I actually looked around and went, did I go to a Walmart? And then I was like, no, I'm still in Petco. This is bizarre. Yeah.
We technically are on the Reddits.
What am I doing?
I don't know. Yeah. We're on Reddit.
Oh, we are.
There is a thing called TikTok Manitowoc.
Oh yeah, that's the one that they were blowing up about
Brad Dassey.
When Brad Dassey ended up just out of the blue calling the show. And that guy, do you remember when he called? He's like, how? Because we didn't answer or we accidentally hung up on him or something. He's like, how dare you hang up on the Brad Dassey?
The Brad Dassey.
I like how he put "the" in front of his name.
He is just such a cool guy because I'm pretty sure that he was being facetious.
Well, I think so too. But I also think that because he was getting into radio. He has his own music and everything. So I think probably a little bit that he likes the attention.
Oh, yeah.
I would think.
I just like
weird way to get it.
That all we said was, "Oh, so making murder is the thing," and then Brad Dassey calls up and he's like, "I think Scott did it."
Oh, I know it. He just blaming
Barb's husband's a crazy person. I think he killed her. And we're just like, cool. Do you want to play Take from Jake and Taylor?
He just outed all, and that I think that whole forum or on that Reddit thread about the show is all about that when he just outed Scott.
Yeah, he outed Scott. He's like, I don't know about.
Why will nobody call from those families? I want to talk to Scott.
Phone is hard.
Yeah, I know it.
I just feel
so.
Like
let's say. Let me ask you.
Collect call from. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't.
Oh, do we still have that?
What?
I want to play all of those.
I know, but every time I feel a little bit worse.
I do too.
I just do. Every single time I go to hell, I go down one more step.
Because you know that they listen.
No,
and it's a weird thing. It is.
I felt bad in Milwaukee when we were doing it when one lady was like, he's not all there, guys. And I was like, oh, you're right.
But everybody, we were making fun, not of
that. It was the accent. We were making fun of the accent that came out of nowhere, but it just in turn sounded like we were making fun of the disability. Well, does that make sense?
Yeah, I get.
It's the same reason why you don't do.
Nobody has told me ever that he's mentally ill or whatever. Nobody's ever said that. Everybody's only said is he's slow.
Yeah, I think they've come out with, at least his lawyers and stuff, they did IQ tests and said that he has the IQ of like a 6th grader, and at his age, I think does put him in
that category of
on that category.
But
it's like the same reason why you don't make fun of how somebody who speaks who is Asian or speaks Chinese and English is their second language. You know what I mean? It's like, even if you're only making fun of the accent and not the nationality, you can't do the accent without being racist.
How many of those did we do?
2.
We did the sex line.
That one just crossed the line.
We did Avery Road.
We did Avery Radio.
Because it was just at that point, man, that's all we talked about, because that's all everybody was talking about.
I cannot wait until that new trial starts. If he gets a new trial, like, can you imagine?
Do you think Manitowoc, if let's say this, he gets out,
okay,
and Kathleen goes, we're suing everybody. So do you think Manitowoc would just shut down or collapse?
It literally will go bankrupt.
There's just no more time. You, like,
county.
in 10 years, we'll drive by and I'll tell my daughter, that used to be a town.
Yeah.
But now
it's Averyville.
Now it's just Averyville and it's only Avery there.
Could you imagine if he made a deal and they were like, instead of giving me $150 million, which is what I think I deserve because I've been in prison twice now by you guys wrongfully, I would like you to just put a wall up around the county and everybody get out.
And it's just him.
And it's called Avery County. Or if you look at a map, it's just the county's all colored in with a crayon.
Yeah. And then he ate it.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like there's just a hair of ketchup on Lake Michigan.
Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting. When is that? I'm sure Netflix is going to be all over that.
It's funny because, like, before this happened, the girls who made Making a Murderer were not following Kathleen Zellner anymore.
Okay.
Because I think they were like, well, we just watched Brendan Dassey go all the way to the Supreme Court, and they didn't want to take it, so his avenues were kind of shut down. So it's just going to be the same thing with Avery. But now this happened, and I guarantee those girls immediately hopped up out of their seat and said, we got to start filming now! Like 2 days ago, we got to film! But you know that Kathleen had her own camera crew recording her.
Somebody said, I'm from Manitowoc. There's no way Avery is getting out. Getting out of Manitowoc or getting out of prison, is he saying? Probably prison?
I assume prison. And I think everybody in Manitowoc knows that. We've said it before. We don't think Avery's a good guy.
No.
I mean, you doused a cat in oil and tossed him in a fire. You're not a model citizen.
Right.
But should he sit in prison if he didn't do this? No.
Halbach, that family lives the same area, right? Or
Yes,
did a lot of those guys move out?
I believe they're still in the area.
Are they?
No.
That's right. Yeah, because somebody said, I know the family, and I know they listen to your show because they talk about your guys' show before.
So, I don't know. I want justice any way it comes out. If it comes out that, you know, Stephen did it fully, like there's no more doubt at all, fine. I want, or if he gets out, I want whoever did do that to Teresa to actually get caught and be gone.
So, yesterday, well, dang it.
We don't have enough time, Jake.
I know.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Well,
we have like a minute and a half.
Well, what I was gonna tease, but I think I'm a little early on the tease.
You are just a little tease.
All right, so everybody, the Westbrook scolding the kid, the basketball player, NBA. We were going to play yesterday. We didn't. We started blabbing. I really want to play this because I want to see if you think he overreacted or are you on his side. Okay?
I have literally no clue what you are talking about.
Hey, I'm from Two Rivers and went to school with the Avery twins. I hope his lawyer gets him out as I don't think he did it.
The Avery twins.
His lawyer's sketchy.
Zellner? Hey, you back off, Zellner. Not in my house. Not in my house.
Every time that gets said, it doesn't happen a lot, but anytime it gets said, I always think of Coldface from the birthday station.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were such bullies at that place.
Yes.
And we ended up taking all of his cookies that his mom made for the place.
Time out. It was like 6 o'clock at night or 5:30. Nobody is in that building at that time on a Friday.
Yeah. The Coldface was the night guy at the
I
country
think he's
station.
middays now.
Yeah.
He had a beard, and that's why we called him Coldface. So we have all of his imaging ready for when he takes over mornings.
Coldface in the morning.
Okay, but I went into the break room, and like a good coworker, grabbed the cookies and offered them to buddy pal Jake.
Yeah.
And then offered them to
whoever was in there, Bree maybe.
And he kicks the door in.
Bam!
Hey, Coldface. Not in my house.
Not in my house. And grabs those cookies and walks
them
away.
out of my hand.
And then we said, they taste like anyway.
Tell your mom to lay off the flippin' flour, you jerk. I went outside and played hockey with these.
Yeah. Bet your mom's a whore, too. Yeah, I get why nobody liked us.
We 100% overreacted to a man who just was saying, you guys can't take all of the cookies
like
for 3
40
people.
of them.
Yeah. It was like if you ordered cookies from Subway for a meeting.
Yeah, right.
And they were just like, here's all of them. And we took them all. We ate like 6 by the time he got there.
All right. More Jake and Tanner show next. Question I want to ask you.
Sure.
Hey, by the way, Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Oh, hi, Jake. Let me tell you. Hell, I like this from now on.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about Jake, and then Jake tells you something about me.
Oh, man, I got to get a list ready. That's fun.
This is only going to turn out bad for both of us. Hi, my name's Tanner. I work with Jake, and Jake probably hasn't killed anybody.
No, I haven't. I don't think. Well, not premeditated.
I can't say for sure, yes or no, that Jake hasn't murdered anybody.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. You're really good at those rumors, though. Two hosts of the show. Some people call this a horrible show.
And some people call it just okay.
Just okay. Both of you people are named Karen.
Yep.
So I'm having difficulty with my daughter in math.
Oh.
She's having a tough time, right?
Okay.
Third grade, and story problems are the worst for her. She looks at them.
Make sense. Who buys 52 watermelons?
Right, like those are the things,
Yeah.
and they throw in numbers to try to confuse them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so she has trouble organizing. Like, you know, what is it? What are they asking? Okay, from there, how do you figure that equation out to get to that answer?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like she will read that, and then she forgets the top part, and then she forgets the bottom, and then she eats
a glue stick, and then we all cry together.
Well, it's frustrating, man, because
do you have one of the word problems?
I do.
Because I would love to hear.
Let's see if I actually
what this Ozaki school.
Yeah, right.
Is trying to teach your kids. What if we read it and we find out that it's really Nazi-ish?
No, listen, I'm having all kinds
if
of...
You have 5 people who don't look like you and 3 people who do. Who should you save if you start their building on fire?
No, I'm having trouble with both my children right now in school. We just got... Man, I think the teacher hates... I'm sorry, I'm putting in... I think the teacher hates Dewey.
You've said that before, and it bothers me.
Well... Here's the thing. I don't know my password. Oh, hang on. Jeez. When we took him there, he's in 4K. I automatically was like, oh, she's a rough teacher. Like I can tell she just.
So she wasn't pretty.
Stern. No, it's just that she's not stern, or she's very stern. And anyway, and I said, Dewey's going to be really shy, so, you know, hopefully, you can get him to open up or whatever.
Yeah, you can do your job.
Well, apparently, man, we came back in for a conference. She goes, I thought you said your kid was shy. And we're like, well, he is.
How would I know? I never pay attention to him.
I'm never home.
Yeah.
And
I subscribe to hashtag hands off parenting.
Right. That's why I call him Buddy. I don't even know his name.
No, that's actually a good thing since his real name is Lincoln.
Right.
But everybody calls him Dewey. Not even a nickname.
Well,
they just forgot what it was one day.
She said that he's not shy at all and that he has outbursts and all of this. And we're like, okay. Well, now we kind of see it. But he had problems because he would wrestle with kids all the time, okay? But now he's having trouble with his alphabet. And we're saying he's supposed to know 20 letters and he can do 10 right now. And it's like, okay, maybe this is our fault. Maybe we're not coming home and we're not drilling these letters in. Because here's my thing. Because we have two kids right now that they're both a little behind. And I looked at Angie and I go, is this all of our fault? Now, the first conference that we had she said, no, Piper's going to catch up. Promise. Well, she hasn't. There's still a little trouble in math.
Okay.
And I told Angie, I go, I never remember. I had trouble in school.
Mm-hmm.
I came home and my parents never helped me. Now, I'm not justifying saying that, but I go, I think that's
great.
Well, not really, but we do have a radio show.
Yeah,
this is fun. But no, I'm just saying. I guess I just felt like the school does that. Like, I know
that's your job, and my job is to make sure they don't murder anybody when they get older.
And I went, oh my God, I'm one of those parents that went, teach my kids. Why aren't you teaching them? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that to them, but I would have thought this.
Yeah.
And then I went, oh my God, I'm one of those parents that are blaming the school, but the school helped me. Dad never helped. Mom very rarely helped me with math, and I had trouble with math. So I guess I'm not programmed to sit down at the table. And Piper, by the way, doesn't have homework. In third grade, they do not give them homework. So she never was bringing homework home, so I didn't help.
I have a thing about not giving kids homework. Because it does force... Well,
I like them not having... I think there's so much school, But I agree, because I think we've had this argument before. Now I'm living it. I think homework's important now.
Because now you don't want them to come home and you don't want to teach them again because if they don't bring their book, you don't know exactly what they're doing. You have no worksheets on that. There's no homework to follow.
Can I pause you really quick on this?
Or is there? I don't have a child.
No.
So they come home with nothing.
Well, they have a worksheet, right?
Okay.
And I go, the way I learn math, I go, well, Piper, it's multiplication. We're walking her through it, okay? And I go, well, write it down. Like, how do you do this? And she goes, we're trying not to write things down because they're trying to, like, do everything in their head, right? And all this. Okay. And I go, well, you go, and I write, like, 14, and then I put the 9 underneath it, right? Yes. To do multiplication. They don't do it like that.
Why?
I don't know. So I'm learning. The way I've learned it, and the way that when they bring home their homework, I have to learn it a different way now. Perfect example. We had 2 numbers, big numbers, 3-digit numbers. Okay, you had to add them, like 187 plus whatever.
Yeah. And not one on top of the other.
No, I had to.
Are they next to next or whatever?
Yeah, they're 187. They're 187 and like whatever 357 or whatever it is. I go like this. I write down the answer on a piece of paper. Now I put the top number over the bottom number and I add it, right? And I'm using my fingers and all that under the table so Piper thinks I'm smart. And then she figured it out. And I was blown away. I go, Piper, how did you figure that out without writing it down? And she goes, I don't know. And I go, yeah, but how did you look at those 2 numbers side by side without writing down and going 1, 2 and counting fingers like Dad just did? Like like honest to God,
grabbing Dewey and taking his socks off.
I need more digits. I had to put one number on top of the other and add like how I got taught in school.
Bring it down.
They're teaching them a way where they're can figure it out in their head and they're remembering this crap.
And I like that better.
I do too.
Now, it is Common Core math. Everybody got mad at it because they got mad just like they did when they learned the math that we learned in school. I don't get this. It's stupid. When am I ever going to use it?
Right.
Why did you change math? But if I read correctly, Common Core math isn't memorizing anymore. Like, they don't want you to memorize why 9 times 2 is 18.
Sure.
They want you to know why 9 times 2 is 18.
Yes.
And I think that's better, because if you know how to do that, then you can get any number, even if you haven't seen it before, and do it, just like Piper did.
I was so impressed by it.
You gave her $6 and drank in the garage for 7 hours.
I cried. What's going on in my life? No, today, I ended up, my wife and I taught her, I can't do 9 times 6 without doing my fingers. Have you know the trick where you do your fingers? Oh, you don't know? Like, so you put your hands in front of you, okay? So say you did 9 times 7. Put down your 7th finger. So you put
Which
down...
one is that? Oh.
Okay, now how many fingers do you have all the way up until that goes down?
6.
And then other side?
3.
So 9 times 7 is 63.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, that's the way
That's a really cool way to learn it. I just figured it out where if it's multiplied by 9, the 2 numbers are going to add up to 9. And
that sounds confusing to me.
Well, like
I like my finger way.
Because 6 and 3 add up to 9.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're multiplying 9 by 7, you know that it's going to start with a 6.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And I saw one thing.
Wait. Why? How would I know it's going to start with a 6?
Because you multiply by 7. So if you multiply 9 times 6, it's going to start with 5, 54.
Oh, okay. I see how you do that.
Now,
oh my God, my mind is blown. You and Piper, Jesus.
You want to get your mind blown for a second time in one break about the same number?
Yeah, I do. Very excited about this.
9.
I'm just disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed in my wife and I because I feel like maybe we're not sitting at the table and doing this homework, and I feel bad that I don't know. But then I got a whole nother problem with Dewey, not just with the alphabet, but yesterday he was kissing another kid, and they said no on that, and then he ended up spitting on a kid, and I'm like, who the hell who is this kid? I mean, I literally was very stern with him. I feel like I am, but yesterday I came down on him a little hard enough to where he was going, okay, Dad, and like he was like tears were welling up in his eyes, and then I felt horrible, and I said, you hit anyone you want, son. No, I didn't, but I felt like I should have because I felt so bad. But anyway, so I'm just, man, it's so stressful. I'm having a lot of issues. Not a lot, but it's exhausting. It is exhausting. This is a whole nother level of parenting I haven't experienced yet, is my kid being a little bit behind in school, because not only do you feel bad, but the stress of coming home, I'm tired, but now we got to do a bunch of math homework, and not only am I getting frustrated with Piper doing the homework, because I understand, it's like, Piper, you know how to do this, just do it. And she's frustrated because I'm like going, Piper, you know how to do this, and then she will cry or she yells, and then it's a whole nother level of parenting. I thought I had it all. I thought, okay, well, now they're just going to turn 18, and I'll probably have some issues throughout life where they'll yell at me and I'll have to take away things like that. It's a whole nother parenting thing that I haven't experienced until right now, and I dislike it a lot.
Just the fact of them being confused and you not being able to take that away.
Right.
Have you thought about, because both of your kids are born in the month of July, correct?
No, one's June.
One's June.
June 20th.
Basically July. That's what people say.
Yeah.
June 20th is the new July.
Yeah, we're going to switch it to July 2nd, actually.
I would.
Yeah.
Put it the 4th and make her feel like America.
Okay. Oh, we're not a fan of that, Lo.
I do know that you guys have those weird ISIS flags all over your house.
Inside.
Inside only. Have you thought about, because my daughter was born in August.
Yeah.
And she technically could start 3K this year.
Okay. Are you asking, would I do that?
I'm holding my kid back.
Hostage.
Until she's 4 to start 3K. Or something. I don't know how it's going to work.
Well, because I tell you this. Piper and Dewey are young for their grade.
And this is such a developmental time in their life where months matter and years matter.
Well, now here's the thing. Let's say Piper gets held back. She's in 3rd grade now. You kind of feel that. 1st and 2nd grade.
No, she's done. You don't get to worry about that anymore. Dewey. Would you think about holding Dewey back at the end of this year?
If you had a different teacher.
Would you hold him back? Because you're still kind of want to blame it on the teacher?
Well, I dislike, even if she's a good teacher and they still had a different teacher and they go, yeah, Dewey's a little rough or whatever. I'm not a fan of talking to this one. She stresses me out. She has nothing ever good to say.
I would be afraid. This is just me.
She doesn't have kids.
I would be afraid that if I did that and I was in your shoes and said I'd like Dewey to do 4K again, but I would like him with a different teacher, that teacher would go into the break room and say, my God, the Franks family are holding back their kid, which they should, but they're blaming me and they need a new teacher. So then every single year you know that little Dewey's parents are a problem. And if you don't give them special treatment, it's going to get that. But I think, because my niece was born in October of 2015.
Okay.
And my kid was born in August of 2016. And right now, due to where they were born, September, in that September thing, it was like before September and after September, you can't go into whatever grade or something, blah, blah, blah. They would end up in the same grade together. But my kid is not, she's not developed like my niece is. So
if I could do it again, if I could do it again, I would do it the exact same way. And the reason being is because of my money like with daycare and you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, school, I don't have to pay for daycare. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I had free daycare, though, like grandma here, I would probably wait another year, the age, just to have their brains just a little bit more developed, and maybe school becomes just a tad easier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way I feel on that. It's stressful. And I think maybe another reason why Dewey, we're having trouble with him doing that, like where he's wrestling kids. And I mean, I don't know. I asked him, I go, why would you, he's never spit on any, like, why would you do that?
Do you think he's doing it due to frustration?
I don't know. And I go, Angie and I are very lenient parents. Daddy Big Hands, my neighbor, if his kid reacts in a certain way to our kid, his kid will come down. His dad makes him come down and apologize. And I respect that. Yes. And I do. We're very lenient, and
they get a little bit more wiggle room.
Yeah.
to be
and
beatles.
we're really trying to change that. Like now we're being more stern, and if they fight each other, like my kids will fight, and we will yell at them or whatever, but we've never like taking things away because she hit him or he hit the sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're always doing that. I don't know, and it could be because my parents never. They were very lenient with me also. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just apparently I suck at being a dad.
No, you're just not good. But I mean, I wouldn't say you suck.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
No, I had an idea, and we got to bring this to the next break. I think it's a brilliant parenting idea, and my wife thinks it's the dumbest thing in the world.
Ooh, I like that. We'll talk more next. Jake and Tanner Show.
Hungry? Horny? In a hurry? Then visit Robert Kraft's Super Asian Bowl Restaurant and Massage Parlor. The finest Asian cuisine and massages in 15 minutes or less. Choose from over 20 mouth-watering Szechuan combinations. But better save room for dessert.
Yeah, we'll have the jerk chicken, ginger duck me, beef chow fun, and can I get the full Patriot massage?
You sure can. And remember, if you're not in and out in 15 minutes or less, you get a free Super Bowl ring. Robert Kraft's Super Asian Bowl Restaurant and Massage Parlor, where every meal comes with a happy ending.
Jake and Tanner's bus for happy, organized listener experiences. But that's a little wordy, so from now on, we're just going to call it JGB Hole. Hop on the JGB Hole and ride from Appleton with Jake and Tanner to go watch the Brewers take on the New York Mets on May 4th. Don't miss your chance to get in the JGB Hole. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. on March 22nd at 959kissfm.com. Thanks to Nationwide Travelers and 959 Kiss FM.
I think possibly I struggle with this. Like, because my kids are very young for their class.
Yes.
Dewey wouldn't have a problem. I mean,
No,
he's in
'cause he-
4K. If we held him back,
Yeah.
I think it would be. And he might just start catching up. I don't know. But Piper's in 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I struggle with, oh my God, that could be devastating.
But like I said, we had a girl get held back in 8th grade. She did 8th grade twice.
Right.
Which that is the time when you are at your worst.
Right.
As a human being, 7th and 8th grade, you are your worst.
Yeah,
human.
you're
If you were to-
worst person ever.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
I
you were
get
to
it.
die that year, you're going straight to hell, no questions
Yeah.
asked. And we forgot about it.
Well,
And that's in
I
5
do-
years. She
I
became
agree.
part of our grade. Who cares?
There was a kid that the same thing happened to me in my school. Michael McDonald, stupid little kid.
yeah, just dumb jerk.
Just kidding. No, he was actually very nice. You know what? He was a bully, the grade above, and then he got held back. That stopped completely. But
You want to know why? Because he was frustrated because he was stupid in the grade above him because he wasn't as far as the
That
other
could
kids.
be.
He came back. He started doing better in school. Didn't feel like he had to act out anymore.
that guy
Boom,
makes a lot of money now.
Therapist.
But anyway, we didn't care. In the very beginning, there was a lot of questions. Here, the thing is we're not holding Piper back. They're just, she's young for her class, and she's having trouble with math and some of the reading.
Yeah.
God, it makes me feel like when I say this out loud, I feel like other parents are judging me, going, "You're the worst."
It sucks because everybody wants to think their kid is perfect.
Right.
And then when they start having struggles, this major insecurity comes out.
Right.
Because they are the only thing they have learned
it's
in their life up until they went to school was from you. And if they're struggling,
right. It's all
on
because of you.
Well,
That
now
makes me feel
I get
bad.
to say it's on YouTube.
A lot of people, right? Yeah, a lot of people are saying on
do
here. They say, I mean, if she's having issues at the end of the year, I'd recommend holding her back. My mom was the youngest in her class and struggled tremendously. I'm reading that a lot. The people that are young, if you were young for your class, was school difficult for you? As we're talking, just have some of those texts come in 71090. I would love to hear those.
It's literally only going to matter to her for a second.
Well, that's what I mean. If I'm saying if she was still struggling at the end of the year, we talked to the teacher and she recommended, we think
Yeah.
there's going to be just a little bit of uncomfortableness for a second,
Yeah.
and then nobody cares.
Yeah, she'll just become part of a different grade. My argument is, because my daughter was born August 24th, and she was early. She was supposed to be born September 14th.
Okay. So, yeah, that's right. Yes.
Okay. Now, if she was born, I say we, because I told this to my wife. I went through a sympathy pregnancy with
Sure.
her where I put on more weight than she did,
Oh, no,
and I got
I
all the
rem-
stretch marks, and
I
my
remember
nipples
that.
got dark.
So you
She's fine.
listen, you put your work in. I get it.
Yeah,
Right.
that baby destroyed my body.
Right. And that, I mean, my God, the working out you were doing like 5 times a day, man, you went through some stress.
Yes.
I got it.
Man, back before that kid, I was working out 6 days a week for 2 hours a day.
I know, so much
And
time.
saw no change because I was 240 pounds at the time.
I know, that's the worst.
My change, I lost 55 pounds, and I was like, "There's my change." I still look fat,
Right.
but I guess the scale is different. But if we would have held Vienna to her September 14th birthday, she would be going into the grade that I want her to.
And that would have made you happy.
And then, so why put her in a grade that she
Might struggle with.
Yeah,
Right.
that she's going to struggle with
And-
because she was born early.
Here's the thing: you
wasn't
have
done cooking
daycare
yet.
right now. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to. Like that's a thing that one of the reasons why Angie and I put them in. We could have waited. They even said, they go, you know, you can wait another year if you want because they're young for their class. They would be young for their class enough to where Dewey goes to sign up for right.
Like, but we only have like $30 a month in entertainment money. And
Yes.
if they go to school, that goes up to $130.
Right.
So
way more than that. But Dewey enough to where it was in T-ball. A lot of the sports, they're like he's a little too young. Thank God that kid's super tall and like built for his age because they wouldn't accept him because he's young to go into all these sports that even his classmates are doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was one of the reasons we're like, well, this is going to save us more a month.
And we think he can do it. We'll just work with him harder. Okay.
I want to hear. Somebody said I would see how she does the rest of the year. She doesn't need to rush to push the kids into school. Let them play and enjoy being a kid a while. I feel you, brother. I gained 60 with my daughter. But I have 0 stretch marks. You fatty. Piper will catch up. Someone said, don't hold her back. They put too much pressure on the kids these days. Let's go back to kids starting school at age 5 or 6. They're still babies at 3 and 4. I agree with this. I mean, this is one of the problems that I have with Dewey. When the teacher comes down on him, now I understand he's got to be a respectable little human being. You can't go around wrestling kids and I apparently spit on one yesterday, and that infuriated me. But him catching up to where he needs to be. I tell Angie, I go, he's 4, man.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know any of this crap when I was 4. You know what I mean?
I don't even have memories from 4.
And that's the thing. I even asked Angie, I go, is school harder now? And Angie goes, it's a lot harder than when we went to school. It's got to be, right? Do you not think so? Or do you think that
is it harder now than when we went to school?
Yeah. I think
I don't.
You don't? I feel like it is, but maybe I completely forgot about.
I don't think it's because remember, okay, this kind of leads into my idea that I think is great and my wife thinks is stupid.
Okay, yeah,
let's hear this. When you went to kindergarten, you went in at 5 and then you turned 6.
I think I was 6
and turned 7.
No, yeah,
so
you're right.
5
it had to be 5, right?
Yeah. Because that's what I did. My birthday's in September. I went in 5, turned 6. But do you remember how I only have one memory from my kindergarten year, or a few?
What was your teacher's name?
Pryor.
Mine was Miss Frenzy. That's an awful name for a teacher right now.
It wasn't.
Might as well be Miss Hansy.
Yeah, right? Hi, my name is Mr. Diddles. Oh, no!
I don't want you!
No, so one of the things I remember from starting kindergarten was how absolutely terrifying it was because you went.
I went with a friend, Lo.
See, this is what I want.
I went with my neighbor friend, the little redheaded Higgins, neighbors. And so Higgins and I tackled that together.
Yeah,
we were buddies. Now, kind of just a little. We met each other a couple times, but we became really close. We sat by each other.
Because you saw each other,
right?
Before.
Right.
I want to start a Facebook. I want my wife to start a Facebook group for parents who have kids that are going to be in my daughter's grade.
Okay.
So we can set up hey, let's all go to the park today and have our kids play. So then those first days of school aren't scary anymore because they know all these kids, and the only thing that's different is that mom and dad aren't watching.
That's weird. Oh,
Does that
funny.
Make sense?
No, I like what you're doing, but I've been here, and this is a weird. All this is for you is your fear and your anxiety.
And I knew what I felt.
No. But you're doing this because you have to let your kid go experience this. And you're scared for her.
Yeah,
because grandma and grandpa have watched your kid all the time.
And she doesn't have any friends. She knows her cousin.
I've been where you are. It is a scary thing to let your kid go, and then you're like, my kid hated it. FYI.
Yeah, there is that. And then, like I said, one of my things from kindergarten was I was
terrified.
Afraid.
See, I wasn't because I had a buddy.
Because I didn't. I knew I think I knew who my buddy Trevor was, but I don't think he was in my class.
See,
that was different.
See, Vienna and Piper don't get enough credit for this because when you have another kid, they do everything. Their sisters in school or their brothers in school, so they get to go to a school and ride the bus. They never do anything alone. Mm-hmm. And those first kids have to go experience all this by themselves.
And it's going to be terrifying. I think my kid's probably going to be fine at it because she's
a little firecracker.
She's so friendly. Yeah. She's never shy.
Enough to where it's amazing. Hey, you can't just go talk to strangers and hug them. There's weird people out in the world.
Yeah, she's a hugger. But I think that would be a great idea because I want to get to know these parents too because if my kid starts making friends with the dirtbag parents, I need to shut that down.
I really like that. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a really good idea. You should do it. Let me read this text really quick. Going back to a little bit of my daughter talking about, like, man, maybe at the end of the year, if she's still having trouble, what do? Do you hold them back? Because in this one says, I was held back in 3rd grade. This is what grade my daughter is. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was having trouble with reading. I wonder if I don't know how I would have made it through school. Also, my son, they had half-day kindergarten classes, and then they got tested, and then you either just had a half day or you had a full day. Well, we wanted our son to have the full day and was tested, and he ended up doing the full day because he needed an extra help. But me being a mom, I had a hard time with it and started crying, and I found, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'm so sorry. I was reading that verbatim. I thought it was going to be interesting. The very first part was, nobody cares about your kid. Just kidding. We love you. I'm just kidding. I was being mean. I was young for my class, and I graduated when I was 17. I'm smart. Look, I don't want to hear that.
Now, what do you think is worse?
Yeah.
Do you remember the LD kids? The learning disability kids. Not the ones that actually had a learning disability, but the kids who were struggling in school and went to a different class to...
Funny. Now, listen, Piper is in RT.
What's RT?
They are in smaller groups. They're in the same classroom, but the teacher will teach
gives
kids.
Them a little bit easier work and gives them a little bit more
not easier work,
one-on-one.
same thing, but they have one-on-one. There's like 6 of them with math, so they sit at a different table than the rest.
So
separation.
Yeah, we had something called LD at our school.
Okay, I understand what you're talking about. They go into a different room.
They go into a different room.
Yeah.
There's more teachers in there that kind of specialize in kids that have a harder time learning and stuff like that. And I think that gets picked on way more if you're an LD every single year than getting held back once.
Right. Well, I think they switched. I think that's why they don't put them in separate. They have them in the same room.
What they do is you go to basically a different class. LD started more towards the like middle school.
Sure.
Times when you would start getting like whenever you start picking up your books to go to a different classroom,
right?
That's when they started that LD thing, and I remember kids getting picked on because they were in the LD class.
Oh, I remember that too. We had it in our class,
and I think that is a million times worse.
Somebody said trauma holding the kid back can also cause issues. They're hard to repair. Switching schools.
That's why I do it quick.
Maybe tutoring will help. Well, and again,
I would do it sooner than later.
Wait. We got to say that she may all of a sudden start clicking. You know,
I'm more focused on Dewey because I think Piper's really smart, and I think she would eventually start clicking on it.
I hope, but if she doesn't, that's my stress. If she does not, then it's like
I would rather.
I do feel like she will have an. If it happened, I think there would be an easier time for her throughout high school.
And it's not just, it's the confidence that she would gain, which is awesome.
We held my middle child back in 1st grade for a second year. It was the best thing we ever did. We also moved schools that year, so no one knew kids had a clue. Might be a good time to move closer to work. Oh yeah, then I'll have to pay for all kind. Man, people don't understand that. I don't want to get into that argument, but I have no family. We have neighbors, and it's a very tight group of neighbors that become family, where you can call them and be like, "Hey, you got to watch my kid." Okay, cool. Can you go pick up my kid at school? And that's why I cannot. That's why it's hard to move.
Everybody has to remember this: every single mile they move closer to Jake's work, Angie moves farther away from hers.
Right. Angie literally lives next door.
So it doesn't save any money in gas for you or me to move closer because my wife's going to start working in Coleman eventually.
Right.
So it's you move closer. It's just splitting up your drive. So then you have 45 minutes and she has 30. What's the point?
And you got to also understand when you say might be a good time to move closer to work, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's Cindy Parker. I love you, Cindy Parker. I'm sorry. I do love you.
You feel bad.
I did feel bad. But here's the thing also. You don't understand how many times I've moved my wife and my kids because of radio.
She found a house she liked.
She likes the neighborhood. She likes the house. My kids like the school. It's just stressful. I'm sorry, Cindy. I did not know that was you. It's very easy to make fun of people on the text line when we don't know who it is. Yeah.
Guess what? Everybody who texts in has a name like Cindy Parker. You should feel bad every time. We should feel bad every time.
Yeah, but I've actually known City.
Oh, yeah,
we've done cocaine together.
Dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to PO the dealer. We gotta go.
Okay. Well, anyway, I just want to sum this up with
our kids might be dumb.
Yeah,
but
really,
we're gonna try our hardest.
I blame also that Piper never brings home. They don't have homework in third grade, so I'm not doing homework with her, so I don't know how she's doing in class until we have those meetings where they go, hey, she's a little behind in math. Awesome.
Cool. Send me math homework so I can help her learn.
And that's what we're doing now. But hopefully, as long as I can catch them up and they don't eat people.
Like I said, as long as I don't have to go on the news and beg her to let the hostages go, I've made a real success.
All right. Next. We haven't got to anything here, but you want to talk Jamie Kennedy? You remember the comedian Jamie Kennedy?
Why? What the hell has he done?
Well, he walked off stage. I have audio of that.
What stage was he on?
Also, why I hate the internet and stuff. New things happening. They have parents freaking out. We can talk all about that.
I didn't know that Jamie Kennedy was inside the mouse suit at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Sorry.
Nope. Shut up, Imagine Dragons.
Hang on. Now we got to go. That wasn't supposed to play. That music here. Listen, just a side note. This music. We have a computer. Music is already in the computer right now. It's all set for our show. So if we have light commercials, that song will just play right after the commercials, so we can have some fill there.
Or if we stay on time, that song will play because we need that fill.
Blabbing.
But we've been blabbing today. We sure have.
I have Jamie Kennedy. Do you remember his show? Was he kind of the pioneer of that?
No. The Jamie Kennedy Experience? No.
Well, that was before Punk'd. And I feel like Punk'd got a ton of attention.
I feel like... No, Punk came out... I thought Punk
Maybe.
came out like in the 90s.
No, I don't think so.
I thought because... yeah, when
Punk'd.
you look
MTV
up Punk'd, I'll look up the Jamie Kennedy Experience.
Series finale. Oh, that's starting at 2003.
Is when that started?
Yeah, when that started. I think Jamie Kennedy was a little earlier.
What? Yeah, January 2002.
Oh, wait a minute. Kennedy was only a year earlier? Mm-hmm. Whoa! I thought Kennedy was like late 90s. Well, okay, so pretty much the exact same time.
Pretty much. But, I mean, when did Caught on Candid Camera end?
That's true. That's kind of the pioneer. Wait, when was
really...
Jackass, too? Also, well, Jackass was kind of different, I guess,
but it was still kind of...
Yeah.
Show.
I like that guy a lot.
That started in the year 2000.
Okay.
And it only... How many years do you think Jackass was on TV?
Boy, I thought like 10.
Well, this one says Jackass first episode, October 1st, 2000. Final episode, February 3rd, 2002.
Well,
They
anyway,
had 2 seasons?
I feel Jamie Kennedy, his show was really funny. It was very bad grandpa. He wore a lot of disguises and would just mess with people. And it got... How many seasons was Jamie Kennedy Experience?
4, I think.
Okay, well, it was... I
think
think it got pretty popular, enough to where he got put into some movies and he made some money. I remember him being on MTV Cribs. He was kind of a big deal for those years.
You know what sucks? Is that I probably would have really enjoyed that show, but I hated him.
Oh, you don't
and his
like
mannerisms and everything about him that I never gave it a shot.
Well, here he is. He's at an improv stage, and he ends up walking out. Okay? Here.
Could you stop talking for like 3 seconds? Is it possible? Is it possible for just 3 seconds?
Just his voice, too.
How do we do this? How do we do it? How do we... No, look. Just look at me. Deal with me. No, this whole table is annoying me. Oh, really? Is it O? Or is it educational? Has this table been loud all night? I know, but you're just too drunk. People don't know how to act anymore. I'm annoyed with it.
Sets the mic down.
Oh, no.
I
G celebrity? I wouldn't say he's A, B, or C anymore.
No, not at all.
Keep putting him down.
He came back on stage, though. He did, because he had 8 minutes left of his set in the, not the owner, but the host or whatever was like, come back out or whatever. And so he comes back out, and it was awkward. And I have audio of this, but it has so much swearing in it. Oh. We should watch it, because I think you would find it interesting, of him talking to the crowd and he made some pretty valid points. Like, she was like, you're an a-hole, and flips him off and all this. And he goes, could you imagine if I did that at your job? You came here, you're very rude at this table, you're not listening to me do my job that you paid to, be here.
Yeah.
And now you're flipping me off, calling me an a-hole, and other tables called him an a-hole. And it's like, could you imagine if I went into wherever, Sears Roebuck, I'm saying that, he didn't, and do that. And we feel that too a little bit. Like when Karen called us up the other day and said, you guys just shut up and play music, you're really bad at what you do.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't imagine doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
it sucks because we taking this job, we sign up for random people with zero credentials to critique our job and decide if we should have one or not.
Well,
you know what I mean? You kind of sign
know.
up for it when you get into the entertainment business.
Yes, but since you and I have gotten together and we've gotten a little bigger, it keeps growing, the show keeps getting bigger and bigger, I've been feeling it a lot more. Yeah. Especially since we started doing all talk radio, where you feel that
you're more vulnerable now.
Yeah, right.
If you think about it, if somebody says you suck, well, they're only telling you that you suck for 3 minutes an hour.
Can you find that? Wow, 1312 said, talk about the Pete Davidson stand-up outburst. I want to hear that. I didn't know anything about that. I thought that'd be covered in the prep or all over the internet. Well, anyway, here's Jamie Kennedy afterwards in his hotel room. Instagram Live.
Well, as you know, we had some drama last night at one of my favorite clubs, the Irvine Improv, and although I could have handled it differently, I got the tape, and I'm putting it now behind all of this. So I'm going to let you guys decide if I was out of hand, unhinged, crazy, might be the plethora of things that people are calling me today on my timeline. And what you're dealing with is someone who told them, no, that's not okay. And they're,
yeah, he's
annoying. You know how they say,
he really is.
I
agree with you.
Guys in their 40s have white privilege. These are some people, some women, and they have what I call wine privilege.
You know, and then he goes on and on and on. Another thing, though, is how... well, here's the thing. You were really, really big for like a 6-year period, right? In the early 2000s or whatever.
Yeah, now you movie Malibu's Most Wanted.
Right. You still have a name, Jamie Kennedy, but that's fading, especially with the younger people. They're not really knowing who you are. You're back to doing your stand-up, which you probably love doing, but you're not as big of a deal.
Your name's not on a poster anymore.
Right, and you got a table that's not paying attention to you, and his reaction is going, I used to be somebody, and people loved me, and they listened to me. I had my own show, and now I got a group of people... Now,
100% disrespect and ruining for everybody else. Meaning that if he puts on a bad set, that entire room is going to keep saying Jamie Kennedy is washed up,
right?
Instead of just that table who wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's what he just said.
Yeah,
he goes, all this will go viral now, and it's going to make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, and it's not fair of him to go on to his own followers and ask, was I being out of line? Because they're your followers. It would be like us going on to our fan page and saying, hey guys, do you think the Jake and Tanner show sucks?
Did you, speaking of this, a little bit off, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, like the one person that said, oh, I don't really like the reruns. I'd like it if they were live. And like 1,500 people called her an idiot and ran her out of town. This just reminds me, and I want to say this. No, it's going to get us off topic. I'll bring it back. Just remember that studio think tank. I want to talk about that. The guy really annoyed me. He still bothers me.
Where you're talking about the same one where he's like,
yep,
okay,
yeah,
maybe we'll get to that. Anyway, did you find that Pete Davidson?
But there's no way that it's clean.
Oh yeah, man,
it's not.
Maybe
it's
we'll
not
listen to it.
We'll listen to it off air or maybe it's not on anywhere where I can download it and
well, let's listen to it off air and see, because I would love to. I really, for some reason, really like Pete Davidson.
He is a super funny guy, and he's so young too.
If you watch that Jimmy Fallon with him and John Mulaney,
yeah,
the bit's kind of funny. It's Jimmy Fallon, bit. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but I feel for some reason really like Pete, and he wasn't even like that funny on there. He's just really likable.
How is John? I love John.
His delivery is so great.
He's such an old school comic.
Yeah,
like he is where you get the Louis C.K.'s where they're in your face,
right?
In your hotel room comics, as some would say.
Yeah, wow.
Really
naked.
Yeah, they jerk you around.
Oh yeah, or themselves.
Yeah, and it's it's self-deprecating and stuff. But like he's the set it up, knock him down.
Yeah,
set him up, knock him down.
That's his voice.
Yeah.
Right there. What you're doing is.
And
I
hope he talks like that in real life.
Well, he was on that bit.
Like I hope that's not just like a Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. Oh my God! You want your mind blown? Find out how Gilbert Godfrey actually talks. Or
it's
how about
insane.
This? Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't have to have that accent.
No, he can talk without it. But
and
that's his thing
is
now.
Bizarre to hear. I've never heard it, but I can only imagine.
Yeah, I've only heard about things like that. But the Gilbert Godfrey thing really messed with me.
When he's normal.
Yeah, when he's just talking like this and it's like, hey, because I think he called Howard. Hey, Howard, it's Gilbert.
He was actually on. I think he was on the show. They were doing an interview or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I remember hearing this, and then Howard's like, "You don't have to do that."
Yeah. And he just started talking like this, and he was a normal guy. Instead of the normal thing.
Yeah, well, it made him famous.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of what I want to see.
Bobcat Goldthroy or whatever. He doesn't have to talk like that.
The hell is Bobcat Goldthroat?
Type in Bobcat. Just type in Bobcat comedian. I know you know who he is. Right when you hear... Actually, let me do it.
Yeah, you do it. And I will guess with my ears.
Okay, you'll know exactly who he is. Now, man, I hope this doesn't swear. I don't think it will. Because,
C-word.
God, could you imagine? Oh, no, I don't want another one of those meetings.
In an airport and say, I don't mean to insult you, but you look like Bobcat Goldthwait.
Do you remember this guy? He was very Police Academy, man. This was like, he was all over the police.
I have a thing to say back. I was like,
I'll tell you what, I
Or maybe
Giraldo,
maybe it's this guy.
or Greg Giraldo took his that act.
Come look.
Thank you, man.
Ah!
Oh,
Did he say bad thing? Okay.
turn it back down.
That's him.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it down. It was 2 seconds. My God.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, because we're short on commercials. That's great. People are buying our show. We're short on commercials right now. Just for a second, can you play that Westbrook thing? Because we have a couple minutes. I sent it to you. I'm so sorry. I sent it to your email. That was the one where it's like, why don't you just play it on the TV? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to say things.
I don't want to deal with it. Thanks.
You just got to stall.
Okay, that's fine. Well, what the hell's the guy's first name? Hold on, I have
Russell.
it. Yeah, Russell Westbrook. Denver Nuggets, I believe. He
Stupid.
The Denver Nuggets.
Stupid his name.
A fan on the sideline. Okay, watch this really quick. See this? That kid?
Yeah.
Go down. We'll play the actual video of this. Hold on, it's got to catch up. No, that's not it. Right, just play that right there.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. This should have been more organized.
Yeah. I blame personally the Queen.
So if we play this, you're going to see what happens, and he stares at the kid and then scolds the kid. Watch. Right, watch.
Pushes him.
Just touched him right there. Okay, now he's just staring down the kid in the crowd and goes up to him and says, scolds him. Go back up now, and I need you to watch I want you to watch the kid really quick and what he did when he touched Russell Westbrook.
Was that a real scold? It didn't look like he said any.
Well,
it didn't look like he really yelled. I think he just said, "Hey, man, don't mess with me when I'm on the court," or something like that. I appreciate you being here.
Though. Here's the thing: the Russell Westbrook was out of bounds, and the kid touched him like there, right here. Look at.
And he only touched his elbow.
Just touched him like that. He was out of bounds. The play wasn't going on. He just touched his elbow. And then if you want to go down, he says what he told the kid. Right in there, yeah. At a press conference.
He hit me. So I told his dad, just be careful, man. You can't have your son just hitting random people. I don't know him. He don't know me. So let him know.
That drives me nuts.
Just got to control your kids.
It drives me more nuts that kid had the confidence to touch an NBA player.
Are you kidding? His dads must be loaded. They were up front.
I'm putting this on the dad. I don't care what Russell said because I agree with what he said. Where it's like, hey, can you please tell dude, people would reach their hand out for LeBron and Michael, and they all slap. I mean, it's just that's awesome. But when they want them to.
Oh my God, he was a kid. I mean, these kids want it. I mean, are you kidding? What? I mean, look what he did. He just touched his elbow. Now he gets to go. Man, I just touched Russell, whatever his name is, Westbrook. Mm-hmm. I mean, being the kid, and then all of a sudden, come on. I think he's mad at something that happened, and you're saying, hey, your kid has to have respect. You can't just touch me. I don't know you. You don't know me. Well, yeah, I do know you. You're an NBA player, and you're famous, and you're really good at what you do, and you're a millionaire.
Well, upside is, if we watch this one more time, he looks mad about it because...
Oh, wait a minute. He plays for OKC, not Nuggets. They're playing against the Nuggets. Oh, they're at Denver Nuggets Stadium. And that kid is a Denver Nuggets fan. So that was an issue.
That would throw me off.
What's that?
If I was... I feel like if somebody just walked in here and
but the play was over. But the play was over. No. If we're on air, but we shut the mics off, and then somebody comes in and slaps your ass or whatever. We have people that come in all the time.
I think
it was an overreaction.
Wrong.
I think they were losing, and they were 71-87, and I think he had an attitude, and somebody touched him.
I think if we I turned the volume off.
Oh, hi, who's this? Hello. Awesome.
He didn't look mad when he talked to him.
He looked mad when he was staring at him, didn't he?
At least when he talked to him here, it doesn't look like he walked up to him and called him a little D.
Right.
Or it looked like he was pretty respectful because he tapped him on the leg and said, good job, thanks for coming out. He's laughing. The dad's kind of laughing. The mom's laughing.
The dad looks worried there.
The
dad's
happy.
Like, oh my God, I just got lectured by Westbrook.
I don't see that.
Well, what he said? He said, your kid have some respect. I don't know you. You don't know me.
But I think
you can't touch me. And it's like you're mad because you lost.
I bet you that's not verbatim, though.
Well, that's what he said.
I know, but
I
know that's what he's saying. But I bet you he didn't say it like that.
Hi, who's that?
Those people wouldn't have reacted like that.
Oh, what's up, man?
I was just listening to the Denver Nuggets segment you guys had on the radio.
Yeah.
I was told I knew where he's coming from because he said several incidents with fans on the court.
Wait. What, you know a little bit more. What were you saying? It's kind of trouble. It's kind of hard to understand you.
Oh, sorry. He said several incidents where he's been screaming and fans have actually gone on the court and I don't want to say assaulted him, but like pushed him and kind of invaded his personal space.
Oh, there's a whole back issue where fans have done this before, so he's just fed up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on. This happened at his home court and on the road. He just kind of, I don't know. He gets really something during his personal space.
But also, I mean, he's got a rough life. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, that is true.
Love you. Bye. Hey, we got to get that. Hey,
we're so far out of this.
East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com. Sneakerjobs.com. Well, let's do more Jake and Tanner show. We can do that next. Hang on. Hey, don't forget to celebrate Mardi Gras at the bar, Hagemeister Park, or Graystown Ale House with their special Mardi Gras menu featuring a jumbo hurricane. Hey, East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com. That is sneakerjobs.com. We're blabbing today.
I do like, just to go back on this, I like what he said here.
Okay, wait. Real quick, back to the Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Him saying something about a fan. To the fan's dad when the kid touched him. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Said he's responsible for his kid. Watch the game, sit there, have fun, enjoy. For all the fans, though, there's way too much leeway, man. For the fans who are just able to touch the players and get away with it. And then we can't even react and do the things that we need to do to protect ourselves.
Well, yeah, because that kid had knives.
But, I mean, if everybody just starts touching the kids, eventually Americans are stupid.
Kids.
Or touching the players, and it's just okay for, hey, the play is done. If they're near you, you can pat them on the back and do whatever you want.
I guess.
Eventually somebody's going to take advantage of it. If the player doesn't want to be touched while the play is done, I don't think we should yell at him and say, you'll let anybody touch you. You make a lot of money.
I'm looking at the scenario, and I'm looking at that situation. I'm not looking at all the stuff in the past.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it right there.
At least, like I said,
that kid was really, really excited. I would have been devastated if my dad would have said, if they would have told my dad, like I felt like I did something wrong. I would, for me and my anxiety. Now that's probably a rich little kid, so he thinks the world is his oyster.
Yeah.
But I would have been devastated if one of my guy in his. Because he's really good at at basketball.
Yeah.
Very, very celebrity in NBA, or he's a big celebrity in NBA. I would feel bad as a kid.
I think Westbrook or Russell or whatever this guy's name is, probably both. I think he handled it right when he talked to the kid. Because like I said, when you see him talk to the kid,
but also that's a Denver Nugget fan. The kid probably pushed. It's probably not a tap. He probably did push him because he doesn't like. You know what I mean? I'm saying he's a celebrity, but he's against his team. So he probably did push him in a way of I don't like you, get out of here. You know what does that make sense?
And, oh yeah, no, it makes sense. And he looked like he was just because you could see him, this kid, mouth oh, no, sorry. And then immediately go to smiling and having fun again.
Well, what I'm saying is that's probably because he's a rich little kid.
Yeah. And then this would be worse. That's
the
worse.
Officials going up saying you can't touch players.
The officials come up and say, you're going to have to leave if you do that again.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else is standing up. I don't know why that kid has so much confidence. I barely like standing up first. Like, if you go to church and everybody starts standing up, I'm not the first one to say I want to get out of here.
I would love to go to an NBA game right on the sideline. And
would you touch LeBron if he got that close to you? Play was dead.
I don't think I would touch him, but I would probably maybe say, Jordy! Remember when I screamed Jordy Nelson out the minivan and he flipped me off?
Yeah, that was uncomfortable. Yeah. See, you have no boundaries when it comes to people. You think, you make a lot of money, you're my bitch!
Yeah. Well, no, I did say Jordy. I wanted to say hi to him.
Yeah.
And then I remember Angie she goes, well, it's a puny little truck he's driving. And I'm like, Angie, I'm in a minivan. What do you think of me?
You're in a minivan and one of your kids is eating what looks like a Cheerio, but you don't buy Cheerios.
And somebody said, hey, it's been a while since you guys skipped your intros. Oh, yeah, that's true. Hi, I'm Jake, and the other host of this terrible show, Tanner. Good morning. Love your show. I'm just reading that verbatim.
Oh, you're supposed to say something about me. Remember? We're starting that new.
Oh, you want to do that now?
Yeah, well, it's the top of the hour.
Hey, it's a hi. Well, it's a Jake and Tanner show.
Play the intro.
What?
You gotta play an intro, man.
Again?
Yeah.
Hey, hi, it's Jake and Tanner show. Hi, my name is Jake. Tanner's the other host of the show. I don't know if you know this or not, but Tanner one time broke a duckling's leg because he doesn't like ducks.
Hi, my name's Tanner, and I once had to apologize to a group of minorities over comments Jake made.
So yours is just you're just way worse. I'm not a racist. Hey, Kevin Nealon? Yeah, Kevin Nealon? Nealon. That doesn't sound right, does it?
I don't know who this is.
He's a comedian. He used to be on Saturday Night Live. Kevin Nealon. Nealon? That's
I think
not
you're thinking
right.
about Kristen Wiig.
No, Kevin, you know him, too. I think you really do know him, and I think you like him. Kevin Nealon?
I don't think I've ever liked a Kevin.
Yeah, no, that's true.
How do you spell his last name?
I think Nealon. Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin?
yeah, the dad on Problem Child.
Is that how you say his name? Nealon? Nielsen? No. Nealon.
Alan.
I stole one of his jokes this morning. You're going to hear it. This is him talking about being 63 and having a 10-year-old son.
Went into his bedroom the other night, and he looked really sad. And I said, "What's the matter, buddy?" Because I don't know his name. I'm never home. And he said, "Can I be honest with you?" He said, "I've just been thinking, I'm 10 now and you're 63. You're not going to be around for a lot of my life, are you?" Wow. I said, buddy. I'm going to be around for a long time, I promise. I'm going to be around when you graduate. I'm going to be around when you get married. I'm going to be around when you get kids. I swear I will be around for all of that. But you got to make that happen in the next 4 years.
That's smart of you. See, yeah. That's great. That must have went well for Buddy.
It went well. And then, he said, "No, I'm serious, Dad." Dad, he doesn't know my name either. He said, "These kids in my class in 5th grade, their parents are in their mid-30s or late 30s, and you're 63. I said, "Stop right there. That doesn't mean anything." And you know, Jimmy, that doesn't mean anything. There's no guarantees in life.
That's true.
I told him that. I said, "How do you know your friend's parents aren't going to die in a fiery car crash tomorrow?" Or murder suicide. It could happen. It happens all the time.
That's good. You got to let him know. He's 10 years old.
And then I said, "By the way, who says you're going to outlive me?" If you want me to be honest with you.
Wow, this is a real good talk.
It was a good talk. It was
a good talk with Buddy. Good for
I said, who's to say some murdering clown's not going to come into your bedroom tonight? Nothing with a balloon animal. It can happen.
A murdering clown.
I don't know. I enjoyed that, and I haven't enjoyed much of Kevin. I've never even thought of him for a very long time.
It is Nealon.
It is Nealon. Okay. Yeah. Kevin Nealon. That just sounds weird.
Yeah, but that's the pronunciation.
Nealon. All right, so I have more jail mail.
Another more jail mail. But this is jail email.
This is jail email. I have not read it yet. I just checked it this morning. And I think we should.
C-word.
Let me see. This one came in at 11:03.
This morning? Last night?
Last night.
They're allowed?
I guess.
What is this, a day camp? What is this, Camp Bird?
I just heard what you said about emails. Literally 30 seconds after I tapped send. I can type you a letter on my typewriter if you want. This is from Samuel up the Grove.
What?
His name is Samuel up the Grove. Okay,
wait, is his last name Up the Grove, or is this one of these people that you describe who they are by their name and what street they live on? Like, that's Old Man Johnson. He lives up the road.
It's Up the Grove. Samuel Up the Grove. So here, we had some jail mail yesterday. A guy was giving us all kinds of compliments just because he wanted to sleep with Sadney.
Yep.
And so we called Sadney and we were like, hey, do you want to hook up with this dude or what?
Yeah.
Well, then we said, by the way, if you're in jail and you like our show at all, if you had a group of guys that listen or you just listen, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
And this guy contacted us and says, hey, you know what a typewriter is, right? LOL. I get on that. Take care. Okay, but we got another email. And this is called Jail Mail. Samuel Up the Grove.
Jail Mail.
Oh, man. I wish I had some writing sound effects. Like scribbles.
But it was typing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, that would be so annoying. Does it write this? This says, hey, guys. No, we can't do that. Hey, guys. I'm sending this message from my cell at the Green Bay Correctional Institution.
You get a computer in your cell?
Using my
tablet. One?
Using my tablet.
You get a tablet? I don't even have a tablet. I don't have one. I'm a free man.
Probably smaller than your phone, though. Saying it's a very tiny tablet.
Still a tablet.
Anyway, I love the show, and especially how interactive you are with your listeners. Your jokes are actually funny, unlike Rick and Len's.
Yes! Stuck on that, you Costa Rica garbage! They're in Costa Rica right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
All right.
That wasn't a racist thing.
I just thought you were being super racist.
They're in Costa Rica right now.
And I enjoy how spontaneous you are, as well as your sarcasm. I appreciate you guys showing so much genuine interest in prisoners when mainstream society generally doesn't care much about what goes on within the walls.
I'm just interested.
93% of us will be released someday and could be your neighbor. So it is important that people in the free world remember. Are you threatening us?
Yeah,
I feel like you're threatening.
Samuel Up the Grove, you sound like you're threatening everybody.
I could just see him with a baseball bat. It's like,
you know what?
I think the palm of his hand.
I think what we should do is we should do like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, except we become Big Brothers for prisoners and we teach them how to talk to us normies again. Because you know what, Samuel Up the Grove? You can't just walk into a mire and say, hey, I was in prison and I might live down your street. Have a good one, Karen. You can't do that, Samuel Up the Grove!
You're scaring people! All right. 93 for blah, blah, blah. We could be your neighbor. So it is important that people in the free world remember that we are still humans and have a place in society. Maintaining connections with the outside is an essential part of rehabilitation and has been shown to reduce... I don't even know that word, Samuel Up the Grove. You're smarter than me.
Wait, what word is this?
I don't know. I've never seen this word in my life.
Is it reincarceration?
Recidivism?
Yeah, I think it's just a synonym for like relapsing back into your old habits.
And you guys reading jail mail and showing us dignity is helpful in that regard, so thank you for that. To address a few things that you guys raised yesterday, probably, Wisconsin prisoners are not allowed to smoke or use any nicotine products.
But do you?
That's a good question. Ramen noodles and instant coffee are commonly used for bartering, though this is against the rules and something I, of course, would never do. Winky face.
Damn PC Nation took away cigarette currency.
Well, and ramen noodle currency. They said they can't even do that.
It's ridiculous. I want You know what I want from you, Samuel Up the Grove? I want jailhouse recipes.
I have a bunch of those. I really do.
And I want to start a cooking show when Samuel Up the Grove gets out, where you and I sit in front of a table like a crappy news station, and we cook only jail food for a podcast.
Oh, I love all of that. Can you, by the way, get the phone list up really quick?
Why is he also interested in
I think so.
Sadney?
All I saw was Sadney's name at the bottom, and I haven't read that far. Okay. But I really... Can you write that idea down, too? Because, my God, I would love to do the jailhouse recipes. We could be in a kitchen.
We could get
That'd be so fun.
Zach to put together, like, I have this in my head where it's like the good day, Wisconsin. And it's got all those pictures going by, but one of them is him holding us up with a toothbrush shiv, and then we're hugging, and then we're playing craps against the side of a building.
God, Samuel Up the Grove, you're going to be a part of that. When this happens and you get out of jail, we want you to host that jailhouse recipes with us, and we'll try getting it on TV and everything. It's going to be great. Kitchen. I love that idea. My God, never been a better idea. Stephen Avery is at Wupon Correctional Institution. Brendan Dassey is at Columbia Correctional Institution. Dassey was here at Green Bay until shortly after Making a Murderer came out.
I remember that.
If you visit a prisoner, they don't let you bring any recording devices in, and probably wouldn't give you their surveillance footage, although you can get special permission to record as journalist. I'm happy to answer any question for you. Ask, hey, Samuel Up the Grove, I want to know your first day. Was it terrifying to go in there? I want to know, I would like to know the detail of how your first day felt going to prison.
Yes.
And I would like the detail, like, were you sweating? Were you nervous? Did you cry?
Because another thing, I want to know, did you make bail, and were you out until, like, the day you had to go into prison? Or did you get arrested and that was just it, and you moved from jail to prison?
Sadney's number?
Yeah.
Okay, really quick.
Because that's what I want to know. Because I think it would be so crazy to be like out and be like, I'm going to prison in next week, Tuesday.
Let's call Sadney and finish this email next so we can stay on time. All right. Jesus! Jake and Tanner Show. I like that. I'm not going to pay for it, but man, do I like that. I think that was Kyle on delay. Said you can actually put money on your phone number. You can receive phone calls from inmates. I believe it's like $150 for 15 minutes.
That's no, it can't be $10 a minute.
Hold on. You can actually put money on your phone number, can receive phone calls from inmates, period. I believe it's like $150 for 15 minutes. It's $200. No. It's probably $1.50 for 15 minutes. Right?
No. It's got to be more than that. When I was talking to my people who were in the joint,
sure,
as people would call it.
Yeah, that's what the kids say.
It wasn't free, but it also wasn't $10 a minute.
Yeah, it actually might be pretty expensive.
I know it's expensive, but it's not $10 a minute.
My sister's dealing with that right now. Oh, fun fact. I was talking to Colton yesterday. I said, have you talked to your mom lately? And he goes, no, she only talks to her daughter, my niece.
Which one?
Cora. And she's always asking for money at the end because you got to have money. She needs shampoo and all that. Here's the thing. You know how I said she gets out in she's got a few more months?
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't got sentenced for her DUI yet.
Uh-oh.
So in March, she has to go to court and that was just her breaking probation. Now she's got to get sentenced.
Which DUI is this?
Well, she's had 8 of them in her entire life. So this is number 2 since they've been... I think she's going to get more time.
I think this one might result in a felony.
Probably, possibly.
Because with breaking probation and DUI, and they can see the other ones.
Right.
The judge can toss the book at her.
I feel bad.
And I honestly think that... Well, do you think that the judge should throw the book at her?
I think...
Because obviously,
I don't know what she's going to do when she gets out. She has nowhere to live because she got evicted, and her kids had to go get her stuff, and they're just in random garages.
Mm-hmm.
She has no car. She is nothing bad about being a waitress, but they're
going to keep her job.
No, she's got no job. I don't know. I think jail is right now. She's got a place to stay.
She's got 3 hots and a cot.
Oh my God.
Because I don't know. I think people like that, and when I say that, the people who just do not want to change.
Yeah,
forced.
Here's the thing. I think she gave up at the end there because her kids all moved. Basically, They don't need mom anymore. And that was a tough thing because now she didn't have to be a mom to young kids. Now they're all on their own. So she's like, I can do whatever I want now.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a hard time going that she's going to be 50 soon and she's a waitress. And again, I'm not trying to be mean on that. My mom was a waitress her entire life. But she has no marriage. She has 2 failed marriages.
Yep.
She's not seeing anyone. She has some court problems, some issues.
Yep.
She makes no money. And I think she just gave up. Do you know what I mean? Just whatever. And she got into a whirlwind, a twister.
Yeah, just a complete spiral where she was spiraling down the drain.
Now, hopefully she can pick herself back up afterwards and things can go great. But I don't know, man. At 50, coming out of...
But do you think if the consequences were minor, she got, she gets out in August, do you think her life is going to drastically change? Or do you think her life would be, she would have a better shot of actually turning it around if she got out next December?
She's been in,
December 2020.
She's been in there now for 4 months, I think. Something like that. Close to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's going to learn. Does that make sense? I think if she got out in a year, I don't think jail's fun, but I think it's not fun right now. So if she got out in 4 months or a year, I think she's going to make her decision. I think the same decisions will be made
even
whatever
if it's
time she gets out of jail.
Super hard. Because if the kids stop, because Cora's not going to be able to just keep funding her mom in jail.
Right, that'll stop.
Colton can't fund. They're all going to change.
Here's the thing: when you come out, there is nothing. That's the problem. What do you do?
She has rock bottom.
We have no family. I think this is a rock bottom. We have no family. She talks to no one. This is my sister, by the way, if you're just joining us. And she comes out of jail with nothing. Nothing. That's bizarre.
So
I
does she
put myself
need to get
in that.
out of
It would
jail?
be so hard to just not do all the drugs again. Does that make sense? Because it's like, what else do I have?
Yeah, because
even though I have my kids,
she
and
has
stuff.
friends who she got her drugs from that she can go crash with, and then it's just going to be a party.
Well, I think.
Or do you think
Cora's
she would go crash
husband
with?
said she can stay with us for a month, and that is it.
That's unfortunate.
She ain't coming to stay here. I gave her that chance, man.
Yeah.
I told her, I go, you're gonna. I go, Jody, if you continue doing what you do, you're gonna wind up in jail. Boom. Not saying I'm right, but I'm right.
You've been right a lot when it comes to your family.
Right. They're all
Call Sandy
Oh
and
my
send me
God!
this guy.
I just found it. I'll tell you off air.
What?
That I went.
Another lump?
Colton told me a story, and I went because his dad and my dad were really good friends, and he told me a story of how my dad lost his vision in his right eye, and I went, my dad is such a scumbag. It's just such a. I went. I can't. Well, that's a whole other. We'll talk about that later. Let's call Sadney real quick.
I'm more confused now than if somebody was trying to teach me physics in a different language. Why does your dad was blind in his right eye?
He had bad vision.
You're a scumbag. Do you hate anybody with 2D vision? Do people with bad depth perception make you angry?
Listen, I'll make it really quick. I'm just saying my families are. Why I went with this because I just feel like my family. There's a lot of scumbaggy-ish people in it. Okay, my dad wanted to be 100% disabled through VA. Okay, he wanted money.
Yeah, he wanted all that money.
Right.
wanted
His
the
vision was
dollar
bad
bills, yeah.
in his left eye already.
Okay.
I can't remember, shrapnel or something from the war. And they said, okay, well, great, we're giving you 75%. You're 75% disabled because you can still kind of see. And he's like, well, dang it, I need to be 100%. Aren't you considering my alcoholism and all this? And they're like, yeah, but we're still at 75%.
Well, yeah, because one eye gone is only 50%. Alcoholism, 25%.
He goes home. He covers his somewhat good eye, right? Goes into the garage, welds without a mask, and stares at the light until it...
What the hell? That's the best. I've never heard somebody go into such a length because 75% disabled. That means that I only have to do 25% of what a normal person does. Well, I guess I'll just burn my retina with a acetylene torch.
And he did.
God.
Burn a hole right in his retina. And then he comes back like 3 months later and like, well, what the hell happened? And they goes, I was welding and the light affected my eye. And they go, well, hell, I guess you're 100% now. Couldn't drive anywhere. Didn't have a license after that because he's blind now. What an idiot, right? That's so scumbaggy, right?
Imagine being that VA doctor and saying, Mr. Frank, you're back. What the hell happened to you? I was welding without a mask on. Well, why'd you do that?
Somebody said that reminds me of the show Shameless. That's exactly what my family is.
Your dad was like Frank?
Apparently.
Well, you watched some of Shameless. He used to do anything possible to not have to work.
It hurt so bad just looking at that light.
If he would have taken even half of the effort and the cojones it takes to stare at a welding torch until you are physically blind in one eye, he could have got that job at the gas station. He could have just done that a few hours a week and pocketed cigarettes sometimes.
I said, when I heard that story, I went, you could have just try at life
a little bit harder. I guess, once again,
oh my God,
where it's like, well, I'm 75% disabled. What am I going to do? I might as well shoot for the whole 100%. At least he made the commitment. He followed through.
Oh, jeez.
Why couldn't he have taken the I want to burn out my eye attitude when you went fishing with his friend? Why couldn't he have taken that?
That's a whole nother story. I thought Dad was going to go fishing, and I end up, his friend goes there, and I just go with his friend. I go, Dad, are you going? He goes, well, no, I got a drink. So I went out with a stranger on a boat.
If only you had said, well, Dad, you were only 75% of a parent today.
Oh, you knew.
And we'd like you to hit 100.
I told my mom that story. She cried because she's like, I didn't know that you did that. Yeah. He did end up crying at the end before he died because he was like, boy, I should have been a better dad. That happens usually.
And I wish I could see you right now so I could give you a hug. And then at the end of it, he's like
a chair.
And then at the end, he's like, and I just, I wish I was a better dad. So you stay good, Jody. See you later. Damn it! I'm Jake!
Somebody said, hey, Jake, what are you doing to help your sister? Nothing. I tried helping her. Her and her oil and water. I don't help her anymore. I tried all that. Man, we're going to have to continue on talking about crazy families because we have 3 minutes, and then we'll call Sadney.
Yeah, I don't know what your sister's rock bottom's going to be because everybody's rock bottom's different.
I think it's pretty much now, right?
Maybe. I mean, my aunt has been where you are, and then my aunt also swallowed a fistful of pills and was drooling with her basically nude at my wedding. And you know what? She's still doing it. So
because she was strapped to a chair with a belt.
Yeah, we belted her around a chair so we could still party.
I'm looking at her up at the bar because I'm trying to sober up, and she goes like this. She goes. She like waves at me and like trying
finger wave. Yeah, no, and then I know one person was like, "Hey, pick your head up because you're drooling on the carpet." F you, F the carpet, and get me a drink. No,
that was interesting.
Yeah,
how many years ago was that?
5 now.
Oh
almost
my
5.
God!
Yeah, my mom on almost a daily basis asked me to not tell that story, and I said, "Screw you! It was my wedding. I don't care if your sister tried to OD in the parking lot."
That's your mama's sister.
Yeah.
Did they get along?
I don't know.
I mean, did they come and play cards on Saturday?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen her. I saw her like a year after that incident, and she tried to talk to me, and I said, "I know you don't remember what happened, but me and my wife do."
So you're done. You're done.
Oh yeah, I've been done with her for a long time.
This is a good statement here. Everybody's rock bottom has a basement. You'd be surprised. That's funny. That's a funny way to put that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think we've asked that question. What was your rock bottom?
Yeah, because it sucks. Because do you know how many times I've said about my aunt, this has to be her rock bottom, right? And you never know how deep they can go.
Yeah. Well, you want to know what? Why? Drugs are awesome. I don't want to say that. Drugs are really bad and they make you do stupid things.
But when you're in a really dark place and you're battling some sort of mental illness,
demon,
some sort of demon, drugs can make it a little easier.
And that's why people do that.
Yeah, if drugs made your life... We can't do this break.
Oh.
We can't finish the statement that I was about to make, knowing that children could be listening.
And that's it. That was a joke saying drugs are awesome. Don't be offended on that because we know how bad drugs are. We just talked about, my God, Tanner's aunt and my sister, because they're both hooked on drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol is the worst drug. It's bad.
It really
they're really,
is,
really bad, but that was a joke saying that people like them, obviously.
Yeah, alcohol is honestly the worst one you can do because it's disguised as something harmless.
Yeah, well, society.
I mean, it really is.
Well, especially Wisconsin. It's socially acceptable to get hammered and walk
all
down
the time.
Nude down the road, and you're just like, oh, it's Jerry. He just got a little drunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
it's
we would
very
have
socially acceptable in Wisconsin.
We would have Florida stories here if anybody thought what we did was weird.
Right. Yeah, that's
Actually,
true.
no, man. Florida's different. Did you read the one where the guy stripped down naked, hung from a street light, and pooped on cars as they came by?
No, but that sounds like Florida.
It's 100% what
That's
Florida
a Tuesday.
is. Yeah, that's just, another homeless guy pooped on my sunroof.
Okay, we're going to finish the email from Samuel Up the Grove. Yeah,
his name.
It's jail mail. Got a picture of him. We're also going to call Sadney because Sadney's name appears in this jail mail again. Or another one. Unbelievable, Sadney. We're going to find you love, even if it's a prisoner.
Yep.
We'll do it next.
Hungry? Horny? In a hurry? Then visit Robert Kraft's Super Asian Bowl restaurant and massage parlor. The finest Asian cuisine and massages in 15 minutes or less. Choose from over 20 mouth-watering Szechuan combinations. But better save room for dessert.
Yeah, I'll have the jerk chicken, ginger duck me, beef chow fun, and yeah, can I get the full Patriot massage?
You sure can. And remember, if you're not in and out in 15 minutes or less, you get a free Super Bowl ring. Robert Kraft's Super Asian Bowl restaurant and massage parlor, where every meal comes with a happy ending.
Jake and Tanner's bus for happy, organized listener experiences. But that's a little wordy, so from now on, we're just going to call it JGB Hole. Hop on the JGB Hole and ride from Appleton with Jake and Tanner to go watch the Brewers take on the New York Mets on May 4th. Don't miss your chance to get in the JGB Hole. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. on March 22nd at 959kissfm.com. Thanks to Nationwide Travelers and 95.9 Kiss FM.
Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, I'm Tanner.
Two hosts of this awful show. We do have another guest host right now, Jim on Demand.
Hey, guys.
Wait a minute. Let me try it again.
Oh.
Let me try
Hey, guys, it's Jim.
There you are.
There we go. Got my mic on.
Yeah, I had the wrong mic. I'm not good at what I do. I'm not used to people over there.
What's that?
I'm not used to people over on that side. All right, so we have jail mail. We're going to continue on with this. By the way, if you are a prisoner, we want to hear from you. You can either snail mail us, which is the preferred way, because that's just funny. Or I guess, apparently, you get to email us, and you get your own tablets in jail. I had no idea.
Yeah, which is insane to me. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I'm getting about 17 text messages from production saying, hey, that's not the script we agreed on.
Oh, the JTB whole script?
Instead of just something separate.
Because Tanner will put together the promos and whatnot, and he had to make some, and we're like, let's make one for just our show.
Yeah. Because it would be completely out of context if that played during, like, Heather's show and kids being like, what's the B-hole?
Well, here's the thing. JTB Hole is the Brewers boss. A couple bosses. We're going to be going to the Brewers May 4th.
Yes.
And we're drinking and tailgating and eating food. And it's going to be an experience. It's going to be fun. And we took that over. It was supposed to be a station event, but now we've just made it ours.
Yeah, it's still one of the buses is the Jake and Tanner bus for happy, organized listener experiences. But that's super wordy. So just calling it the JTB Hole just saves time.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
Time. Hey, you didn't send me that link for this guy's
I didn't.
Profile.
I will send you. This is Samuel Up the Grove.
It's still the best name I've ever heard. It's so old. Do we have it like? Am I going to get a picture or anything with this?
I think so. I just sent you like a URL. But hang on. Let me read the email and let's get Sadney on the phone before we look at the picture. Okay. Let me catch you up from the snail mail here. Hey guys, sending this message from the cell at Green Bay, blah blah blah. I don't want to go through all this thing.
No.
Okay, at the very end it says, "As for Sadney."
Can't do that, but I need. It's a crutch of mine, and now I've embodied Samuel Up the Grove.
If she wants to get to know a prisoner,
that was never a thing she said.
Okay, hold on. Let me call her.
The monster that's been created.
Do you have a... Who was that guy that created that? What was the dude's name yesterday?
John.
Oh, yeah. John wanted to sleep with Sadney. Like, hey, if Sadney's sleeping with people, I'm cool with that.
These odd rumors that have started about Sadney.
Too fast. Okay. That'd be nice. Hey, producer, call Sadney. Get her on the line. Okay. Then we don't have to be like,
this is a terrible audition, Jim.
No, sorry. Here, let me just read her number. 920.
No.
Read Aaron's. He needs help.
Yeah, I'm a female
too. Aaron, I have his number right here.
So she's a 23-year-old female. This girl on the text line says, I've worked at the Correctional Institute. Highly don't recommend for Sadney. You don't know. We
you
recommend
don't know
for
Sadney.
Hey, Sadney.
Stop getting in the middle of their love.
Hey, you're going on the radio with us.
Okay.
Hey, are you sleeping?
What?
We woke you up. Jim on Demand's here, by the way.
Hey, Sadney.
Hi, Jim.
When do you even listen? Do you listen to the show live ever, or do you just listen at 2 a.m. to the podcast to catch up?
Sometimes I listen live, but most of the time the podcast.
Okay.
Sadney, paint us a picture. What are you wearing?
The same pajamas as yesterday.
I don't remember. Oh, no, they're different pajamas. I just can't remember.
All right.
You could look down.
Might be dark.
The blanket's in the way.
Yeah, but I'm so warm and toasty.
All right, Sadney. This is why prisoners keep sending emails, because we're painting pictures like that, and you say, it's so warm and toasty. You got another prisoner that wants to date you.
Yeah.
We haven't put his picture up. He sent up. Listen, it says, as for Sadney, if she wants to get to know a prisoner, there are prisoner pen pal websites out there, including the one I'm on. Please plug me so I can plug her. This is
verbatim for the love of God. Sam Up the Grove.
So this is Sam. Wait, his real last name is Up the Grove.
Yeah, looks like it. Up the Grove.
All right. So Samuel Up the Grove.
Wait, did he add that other picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was an inmate website. I was like, it's like Facebook.
It is
in front of Lambeau Field and everything.
Time out. There's a section called Featured Inmates.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. This is Prisoner Project.
And there's an ad for Nordstrom on it, which seems a bit out of place. I feel like if you're looking for the inmate dating website, a Walmart is a better targeted ad.
So here you go. Sadney, he's bald. He's got a Fu Manchu.
No.
Not?
That's a goatee. Fu Manchu is the mustache
he
that
doesn't
goes
even.
down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he doesn't have.
He doesn't have the mustache. He just has the bottom.
It looks like his glasses are safety glasses.
Yeah, he's wearing some safety glasses. He looks like a gentleman.
Photos, so let's look at these.
Yeah, let's look at these 5
prisoner
photos.
issue glasses.
Right.
So you couldn't
break
them.
them.
Regular ones.
Use you as a shiv.
I'm sorry, hold on. Is that Balzac?
Click on that.
in the featured inmates?
Balzac's from the Razor. Oh, that's Balzac's dad.
That's Walty Balzac.
Oh, this is funny. Now, that time I did that morning show in Traverse City, that awful morning show, we did something similar to this because we found a website that had prisoners on there and you could start writing them. Man, we got attacked. We had meetings and saying that we were being not
offensive.
Nice to prisoners and all this. Man, that was a big ordeal.
Okay.
Sandy, so
thank you for bringing that here.
Yeah, well,
so I could also experience
No,
the-
this is great, Lo.
Okay, so he's got very white teeth for somebody who is in
Yeah, but he has no hair.
No, he doesn't have
But
hair.
we don't
But it
know if
looks
that's
like
by choice.
It looks like it's by choice.
He might have done that just for the Aryan Brotherhood.
I do not think
Oh, so he has poor taste.
he doesn't have lenses. I think those are just a thing.
No.
Maybe.
I don't see any
Is he
lenses.
the one man who invested in Google Glass?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, next picture.
Somebody said he sounds like a stone cold Steve Austin. There you go.
Oh,
wait a
no.
minute.
Look, no,
No,
he has hair.
he
has hair.
That's a young photo of him.
Or is it one from the future?
Man, I thought Samuel Up the Grave. I'm not disappointed. Nah, nothing. I'm not going to say anything. Go on.
Okay.
I just had a different vision of this guy in my head.
You had a different idea of what?
Yeah.
Like a James Bond? Is that what you wanted?
I was thinking he was going to be in suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not a lot of...
Okay, that must be him and his dad. Justin Bieber cut out with, man.
Okay. Are you a Packers fan?
I need to know who he is. That your wife?
I'm very much not very into sports. So
Okay.
Well, then
I don't really
How about taking cutouts of a 14-year-old boy and dressing him up?
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much have the body of a 14-year-old boy, so I felt
That's, you know what, Sadney?
You're not far off on that.
You know, that's
Yeah, you're
just
down on yourself.
you're about to get a lot more different kinds
Yeah.
of emails from inmates
Yeah,
now.
be careful. Probably a lot more.
I was thinking, Sandy, if you wanted to start your selling panties online, you could start with the inmates. Just imagine the crates of ramen noodles that'll come to your doorstep.
house.
Costco-sized crates just unloading from the truck.
This man also likes to be as far away from the camera as possible while you take pictures of him standing next to old motorcycles. Is
Stand
that
by.
something you're into?
Stand by. This person knows him. She used to work there.
Call!
Calling. Hang on, Sadney.
Call
We're not just going to set you up with anything.
We're going to get a background check from the friend.
Yep. Hold on.
We're calling references.
Yep. That sounded fake, didn't it?
555.
Just like we're calling an actor right now. Please work.
I'm sorry.
Ah! I must not have to dial
No,
A.
you don't have to do the 9-2s or the O's.
I don't have to do the 920? That sounds so fake. Okay. This would be a producer job.
Yes.
And that's
Jim! It's again. Okay.
Work.
Is it ringing?
Your call cannot be completed.
What did you do?
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of buttons over on this thing. He's trying to maneuver around.
By the way, if you are 8816, just call us so we don't have to continue doing this. It'd be a lot easier if your last 4 digits are 8816. Call.
Sorry.
Yeah, please call, because I'm not going to do it again. They said, I once watched him get angry and try to slam his radio through someone else's cell.
Okay. I just, Sadney, he's passionate.
Yeah, he's got a lot of passion.
He's got a lot of passion. So...
Somebody said he's a believer. He's a believer.
Yeah.
How do you not like him?
I don't know. I guess if he tries to throw his radio through me, I won't like him.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But what if Jake and Tanner were on the radio as he was throwing it at you? So
Yeah,
that's
that's
more
different.
like
That's
a compliment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a phone call.
I guess.
Phone call!
Yes.
Shut up, Sandy. Hi, who's this?
Mike.
Mike, are you 8816?
I am.
Okay, so do you know the dude?
Yeah, I worked at Green Bay for 3 years as an officer.
And is he, would you recommend him to date our Sadney?
I would not recommend him to date anyone.
That's right from the correctional officer who knows it best.
Okay.
Does he have
hours with him a day?
Does he have anger issues?
He's got plenty of issues. I don't know if just anger issues covers the top.
So what you're saying is that he would be a perfect chef for Jake and Tanner Make Jail Food.
Yeah, that's what we
Our
want to
new
do.
webisodes that we're going to start.
Where we do prison food, and it's actually set up just like a cooking show.
Yeah.
And Tanner had an idea where he gets mad every once in a while.
I don't think we'd have to tell him to get mad. I think we could just do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he'd make you guys a couple bricks or something.
Right.
And fiery hot Cheetos or something. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, do you still work as a correctional officer?
No, I do not.
Would you recommend that job, or is that really, really stressful?
Not so much stressful. It's just the hours that drag you.
My wife was a CO for just a small time, and she said that you feel a lot like a big babysitter not making a difference. Is that at all true?
That is very accurate, actually.
Just being a babysitter?
And
Okay.
don't cops kind of treat you like garbage?
No.
Because
most cops don't want anything to do with the prison itself.
Yeah, because at least the one cop I talked to, he's like, they're garbage because we do all the hard work and then they just have to clean up after us.
Most cops, if you talk to them, they say that they couldn't do it because they deal with the inmates for about 15 minutes. We deal with them for about 15 years.
Yeah. Mike, thank you. We appreciate it. Somebody says he's the craziest SOB ever and super violent. I want to talk to that person.
Okay.
Man,
if
a
anybody
lot of
knows...
What's the last name? I mean, how many times do you meet a Sam up the Grove?
Hey, real quick question. Super quick question for everybody involved here. Is this the right person to be putting out on the air and having everybody air his dirty laundry?
Yeah, well,
probably not.
He doesn't know where I live.
Hey, wait, is this still Sadney?
Sadney.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, hi, Sadney. What's the
That
matter?
one's still
Are you
calling.
bummed out because he's not the love of your life you
Yeah.
thought it was going to be? We're trying, Sadney. We're
Oh,
really trying.
Why are you asking me just now?
We are going to find you a nice inmate.
Just settle down.
Let's go back into the featured inmates.
Yeah. The inmates love you, Sadney.
Let's go back to Walter.
Yeah,
let's see what he's in for.
Let's go back to Walt.
Let's go back to Daddy Balzac.
To be honest, I didn't realize that's really the dude's last name.
What?
Is that really his last name?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Who?
Someone didn't want to answer.
Balzac's last name is not
No,
Balzac.
this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Somebody said, how do all your listeners know this, dude? He's like super famous.
Yeah. Well, maybe he made the Look at Orlando.
Oh my dear
look at that
God.
ripped picture.
Hello,
Here we go.
Orlando.
He's sexy, but my God, he's got to be violent, right? He's terrifying.
Well, let's investigate the tattoos that this man has on his chiseled.
He's got a teardrop tattoo.
Teardrop tattoo, but he is wearing a graduation cap. So
Oh, I like this.
They offset.
he probably got his GED.
Probably.
Or
Maybe-
past the 8th grade. I'm not sure which one.
Maybe
Sound
that.
I don't think you get a cap and gown for a GED.
Yeah, well,
He could have bought one. I bought
I
mine.
don't know if he doesn't look much like a college grad.
Me.
He gets a GED cap.
Now, maybe that's not a teardrop for how many people you killed or anything. Maybe it's how many bachelor degrees he has.
I guess. You look at it that way. All right, hold on.
We just need to know more.
Sadney, you got to get a ticket for the Jake and Tanner B-hole so you can get in there.
JTB hole.
I will try so hard, but I don't know. Your fans be whack, and they'll sell out in 5 seconds.
You fans be whack.
Sadly is using so many words I don't know.
Yeah.
Very slangy today. But you got to try really hard, okay? March 22nd, 9 a.m. because we want to get all the P1s on that bus.
I'm also worried that
I
won't
will
get a ticket.
try.
Yeah, you guys have to come.
It's you guys only have 100 tickets.
105.
Yeah.
Like Sadney said, it's those JTX tickets sold out in 3 seconds.
Once again, I don't think my wife's going, so if you guys can't get tickets, I get to take you or Marissa as my wife. So you guys fight over that.
That's going. Why are we going?
My favorite thing right here.
I am going to be on the bus. See, they said I'm not going to be on the bus. I am.
Is that these pictures were taken in prison.
Yeah.
He had to ask a prison guard, hey, I need a picture.
Or one of his buddies.
I need a picture for my profile. Cool.
Let's get some good lighting.
He has his jumpsuit tied around his waist.
It's probably a common thing in prison.
He has so many shirtless photos.
Dating profile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's getting tattoos in prison.
He's actually a good-looking guy.
He's very good looking. Big star David on his chest.
Sadney, he kind of looks a
What did he
little
get?
like the dude. Who do you like, Sadney?
Tyler Perry?
Tyler, he looks a little like Tyler Perry.
He's like a younger Tyler Perry.
Wait. Look at you. That's a community college certificate.
That's good. I went to community college.
Well, Tanner's investigating.
It's
in
massage. Who knows?
Manufacturing prison shanks.
It's like a degree. All right, Sadney, I love you. Go back to bed.
Yeah, bye, Sadney.
Bye, Sadney.
See you, girl.
I can't wait to get stabbed by people.
Oh my God, I got it. East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com, sneakerjobs.com. Oh my God, by the way, we're going to welcome you to the weekend soon with Matthews Tires. They keep you rolling. More Jake and Tanner show next. Oh my God, I have forgotten. Hey, by the way, East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com. That is sneakerjobs.com. Hey, by the way, if you are a prisoner, please email us if you can. JakeandTannerShow@gmail.com if you want to chat, or go ahead and send us jail mail because we love reading them. I want to say for the Samuel Up the Grove, taking the time to write us, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate it. I know we were giving you a hard time. We're joking around with you.
I mean, if you're a fan of the show, I feel like you've got some thick skin.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, you kind of know. You sent us your profile.
Yeah, and please.
If we're going to make fun of you, it's because we appreciate you.
And by the way, if you do email us or write us, I want to know what your first day in prison was like. I want to know, like, did you go in there and did you punch the biggest guy? Did you cry? Was it scary? It's got to be, right? I like those details.
I don't know. Jake, what do you think our demographic is?
I have no idea.
Did you read that text?
No. Oh, yes. I want you to read that here because, well, we are supposed to, every radio show
has what is called a demographic.
A demographic, depending on your day part and depending on the country or CHR or whatever format, easy listening music, whatever you're on, you have a demographic, and your bonuses are usually always in that demographic. My nephew does nights. His demographic is like an 18 to 24-year-old female.
And it's who are your salespeople trying to sell to?
Because then they will sell like that to the clubs and all that. Ours is supposed to be 25 to 44-year-old. That's where our money.
Female.
That's where our money bonuses are, right?
Yep.
So if we get number one in that, we get money.
1844.
1844. If we get number one in that, we have 3 different categories, and if we get number 1 or number 2 in these demos, we get extra money. It's an incentive to hit those demos. And we told this to Joe when we came in. We don't care about demographics. We want everyone.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, if we're number 1 in our demo, great. It's also really cool to be number 1 in Rick and Len's demo and Free Beer and Hot Wings demo.
Yeah.
And Murphy in the Morning's 99 and Up demo.
Right.
It's really fun to be number 1 in those.
We never, and that was a hard part because I remember, Katie, I said something like one of my demands was like, give me a 4-wheeler or something like that. And she's like, it's so hard to sell to those guys because this was when we first got here, because we're they consider us the little kid station or whatever because of the music. And I went, we don't play music low. Once he finds out what our show is, we try to connect with everyone. I don't care the age or male or female. And I found that out on our Jake and Tanner Tropical Takeover. My God, the demo was all over the place.
Yeah. And then this text message right here is why I brought this up. You guys are effing hilarious. My 16-year-old grandson and I are busting a gut this morning. Love you guys. Never play music. Keep talking.
See, that's a perfect example of what we're talking about.
We got a 16-year-old and their grandmother or father.
I feel like I do not fit your demographic, but I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
Man, this is fun. Here, text us your age, male or female. I'd love to hear that. 71090. What's your age and what gender?
Or call up, shout it, and hang up.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Because that's also just like texting.
That is very much so, and we don't want to talk to you.
Wouldn't that be a fun thing that we do? It would suck for when we actually want calls.
Yeah.
But if that was just our thing where our text line's broken, so you have to call in with your text, but we don't want to talk to you.
Can you play that? Well, I was going to say, you got the JTB hole.
Ready?
Man, people love that.
I have it ready.
We made it. Here's the thing. Tanner will run, he puts together promos for the station.
Yep.
And we got the Brewers bus coming up.
Yep. It's called the 95.9 Kiss FM's Brewers Party Bus.
And we took that over because we got to host it, and we're like, if we're going to host it, we're making it a Jake and Tanner experience. Oh, not the Jake and Tanner experience, but a Jake and Tanner fun trip.
Yeah, I hate anytime that anybody says it's going to be like a Jake and Tanner experience. No, don't, because I'm stressing out because I'm not ready for that.
Right.
Do you want to play it now, or do you just want to play it as the first spot into commercials?
We'll play it in the first spot into commercials. It's going to tell you how to get your tickets to go, and it's our version, because, again, this is for the station, but we made our very own version since we've taken it over.
Yeah.
This is for the fan. We want to just fill 2 buses with just fans.
Yep. I'm going to ask Joe today if I can literally have this rotating just from 5 to 10.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about playing it off a computer.
Yep.
20 female demographic. Listen every morning. Hopefully you get your bonus because of it. 53-year-old female. You guys are hilarious. 16-year-old male, high school student. 30-year-old male. Listen to the station because you guys are all on it. Thought you were saying something negative.
Oh.
And I'm shaky from all this coffee. 39-year-old female. 47-year-old male.
37 and 6.
My 8, 6, and 4-year-old listen with me.
Yeah, Kennedy loves you. She's the 6-year-old. They asked for a shout-out. 6-year-olds.
44-year-old female. 37-year-old female. 28-year-old female. I bet you Joe would eat this stuff up right now if he got on the text line because he's really into numbers.
Yeah,
he's probably like, oh my God, I got to see this.
Not numbers that have statistics. He just actually likes aesthetically looking at numbers.
It's a big thing for him.
Hey, did you guys see that billboard? Yeah. Did you see the 6 that was on there?
Sexy little
I've
6, isn't
never
it?
seen a 6 drawn like that before. I took 6 pictures. He's showing a slideshow. It's like he just went to Vegas and he wants us to look at this number. It's a 7 without the dash in the middle. What the hell? Am I right?
Can you imagine if somebody was really just into numbers? Am I right?
My God.
That's funny. 39-year-old female, love you guys. 30-year-old female, 47-year-old female, 44-year-old female, 20-year-old female, 25, work machine shop. We listen to you guys talk. So funny. Music is so repetitive. You guys give us something new every morning. Well, thank you, because we don't like music.
This guy gave us too much information. 23-year-old male, 265'11". Too much.
49-year-old female, 28-year-old male, 20 female. Madtown. What's Madtown?
I think we gave a lady a nickname and called her Madtown because she's from Madison.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Hi, who's this?
Hello? People are having a hard time with conversation today.
I see that.
What? Not ready for this. There's so much money on the line. I'm just kidding. You can do it.
We can do it. I didn't know. I thought you had to prepare yourself or something. I'm like, okay, we can move it.
Prepare?
No
I
problem.
just need to freshen up, powder the down.
49-year-old female, 15-year-old son, 12-year-old daughter, 26-year-old male. I started listening to you guys when you were on the country station. Was very sad when you left, but happy to hear that you came back. Listening ever since. Love you guys. You are hilarious. Make my mornings go by faster. Wish you stayed on after 9. 44-year-old female.
Hey, we're here.
Male, 51. Love your show. 51 female. Man, it is. It is all over the place. I love it.
Yeah.
I love just that. Again, I like not talking just to a certain demo. I like talking to everyone. And it's bizarre because when you talk to other people that are in this type of music, this genre, their topics, they'll talk to you about, you're supposed to relate to a female topic.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be like, don't say JTB hole. Women will find that yucky.
Right. That's exactly what we would hear. But again, we just do a show for each other and we hope you like it.
Yep.
And that's why I like just whatever. We're just going to talk. We're just going to talk. That's what we do. All right. Try to give away some money. Hi, who's this?
37 male.
37 male. I love it. 37 male. Are you ready to play Take from Jake and Tanner?
I'm ready.
All right. I got to explain to you. 5 questions. Remember, if you get stuck, you can pass.
Whoa. I didn't know any of this.
Yes. You're usually out of the room when I tell you this.
And you never want to tell me the rules.
Time willing, we'll get back to that question. Now, if Tanner beats you, it's going to be $40 tomorrow. If you win, you're getting $20 right now.
Can we shut up for a second and read this text message?
Yes.
20-year-old female, and I became a woman while listening to your show.
Oh, my God.
I need to hear more. That had to be the weirdest thing in the world.
Wait.
Did you just...
Can you write down her number? We're going to call her next.
We're going to call you.
We're going to call you in just a minute.
Because all we want to do is talk to you. I don't have a pen.
Here you go.
I have a pen.
By the way, big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. 37 male. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. By the way, Tanner's going to leave the room and he can't hear any of the questions or any of the answers. It's only $20 today because Tanner was stupid yesterday and gave away $200 and some dollars.
I wasn't. I was generous. I felt like what's-their-face needed money.
By the way, these questions are from Sadney today.
Yeah.
Sadney wrote the trivia.
How can I find a man? What does the touch of a man feel like?
I love Sadney. We pick on Sadney and she can't defend herself. Timer will begin when I'm done reading the first question. Tell me you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, there are 2 animals, and they have the same number of teeth as a human. Name one of those animals.
Gorilla.
Which state is called the Coyote State?
Wyoming.
The New York Stock Exchange was established on which street?
Wall Street.
In which country did rap originate?
Canada.
What year did Elvis Presley die?
1977.
That was quick.
Oh, damn it.
That was quick.
37 male scares me.
37-year-old male. No, 37 male. I'm sorry. You got your name wrong. Tanner, you know how this works. You ready? All right. Oops. Timer began, but I didn't mean it to. All right. Hang on really quick.
It's too quick.
37 male. There are two animals that have the same number of teeth as a human. Just name one of those. Pass. Which state is called the Coyote State?
Montana.
The New York Stock Exchange was established on which street?
Wall Street.
In which country did rap originate?
America.
What year did Elvis Presley die?
71.
Which animal has the same number of teeth as a human? There are two of them. Name one.
Dolphin. Oh, I didn't get a single one right today.
Well, maybe.
I feel like you only asked me like 2 questions.
Well, these are Sadney questions, by the way. What does the touch of a male feel like? So funny. All right, here we go. Let's go through these. 37 males back with us. Which animal has the same number of teeth as a human? Now, there's two of them. I just said name one. He said gorilla. That's a good guess.
God damn it!
You said dolphin. It's either a giraffe or a sheep. Sorry.
That's stupid.
0-0.
Now, why would we know that?
Which state is called the Coyote State? 37 male said Wyoming.
That makes more sense than what I said.
Tanner said Montana. Correct answer, South Dakota, 0-0.
Yeah, screw you, 37 male.
All right, here we go. The New York Stock Exchange was established on which street? You both said Wall Street. Well, you both got a point there.
Yes!
Hey,
Thank
which
you,
country?
Shia LaBeouf.
Which country did rap originate? 37 male said Canada, and I laughed.
What?
Tanner said USA. That's correct.
Let's hear it, eh?
Yeah. So that's point. Wait,
no,
who's
I
ahead?
got a point ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. What year did Elvis die? 37 male said 1977. Tanner said 1971. The correct answer, 1977.
Damn it! Damn it!
Did you actually know that, 37 male, or was that a guess?
That was a guess. I wasn't born yet.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're
got it
allowed
right.
to know things before the age of you.
All right, here we go. So this is going to go to whoever gets closest to this number is going to win the $20.
I can't believe it. He's going to win $20, and we're going to tax him, so he's going to get like $6.50 out of it.
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
Sydney.
that's so Sadney.
Sadney didn't write the tiebreaker question. She didn't give me one, so I took one from Cindy Parker. We got a bunch of people writing us trivia now because Noah.
Sadney's fired now, too.
Apparently.
Need somebody on Monday.
Now, don't say your answer right away, 37 male. Tanner's going to write his down, and then I'll ask you for your answer.
So bad at these.
Here we go.
Okay.
Medical science maintains that a sneeze launches at how many miles per hour from your body? Write it down.
Got mine.
You do. All right, what's your answer? 37 male.
200.
Tanner's is?
I said 37.
All right. Medical science maintains that a sneeze launches at how many miles per hour from your body? Now, whoever's closest to the number will win. He said 200. Tanner said 37. The correct answer is 100 miles an hour. Tanner, you still got it!
I got you by 63 miles per hour!
Suck it, 37 male! All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Love you guys.
Love you. Take care.
You.
Did you write down her number?
Yeah.
Can you read what was said again so we could tease that?
20-year-old female. I became a woman while listening to your show.
We need more details. We're
I
calling
need
next.
all the details.
Hey, East Bay and Oshkosh is now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more on sneakerjobs.com. That is sneakerjobs.com.
Jake and Tanner's bus for happy, organized listener experiences. But that's a little wordy, so from now on, we're just going to call it JG B-Hole. Hop on the JGB hole and ride from Appleton with Jake and Tanner to go watch the Brewers take on the New York Mets on May 4th. Don't miss your chance to get in the JGB hole. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. on March 22nd at 959kissfm.com. Thanks to Nationwide Travelers and 95.9 Kiss FM.
So our promotions department just contacted us. Her name is Carly. You know her. She used to be on the station, and then she went, "I'm too good for listeners. I'm going to move away from being on air.
And I just want to handle the behind the scenes." It's sad that we put it that way. She's actually a very nice person.
Yeah, we actually really like her. I was talking to. This is going to get us off topic. I'll save that for later. Yeah. So Carly got a hold of us, and she's like, "Hey, you guys, you know that there's going to be two buses, and if you're not going to split up, one of the buses are not going to have a Jake or a Tanner." But we know, we've stated this.
Yeah, we've said that before, that one of the buses is the JTB hole.
Right, it's only
two
one.
buses.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, obviously,
when we get to tailgate and all that, you're going to party with us.
Yeah, we're all still partying at the same time. And hell, Jake's not even going to be on the bus half the time because we have to pick him up at his house because he doesn't want to drive his car. He wants to drink.
I really wish.
No, I want you to get picked up at a parking ride. I think it's the funniest thing in the world.
We are. And we're in Milwaukee listeners. We have some Southern listeners. They're going to meet If they get tickets,
If they get tickets,
they're going to meet us there, and we're going to have fun in the parking lot until we get on the bus, and then it's going to be a bad time. No, we're going to have a great time on the bus too, and then we're going to tailgate. We're going to watch a game. Tanner and I were just talking about this. I think the tickets are going to go quick.
I hope the tickets go
I do too, because if you didn't get to experience the Jake and Tanner experience, if you didn't get to go to Mexico, the Tropical Takeover, we're kind of making this our event where we've taken over, and we would like to have fun with some listeners that didn't get a chance to experience those things. If you did,
that doesn't mean you can't
try
to buy tickets.
Yeah. Because I to be honest, I would like Sadney. I'd like Cindy Parker. I'd like Jim on Demand and Marissa. I would like those guys to be on the bus because I think they're a little bit of kind of celebrity. I think it would be fun because it's some of those people don't get to see those guys, and I think it'd be a lot of fun.
But on the other hand, I do want to meet listeners that I haven't met before.
I do too.
I want to meet as many people as we can. So
I love we got to meet Hildy at Jake and Tanner Tropical Takeover. We met Strawberry. I love Strawberry.
Who the hell is Strawberry?
Strawberry. She was always in the pool hammered. I've never not seen her in a bikini. That's the only time I've seen her is in a bikini in a pool. Every time. She wouldn't get out of the pool. When the 80s party was going on, she was still in the pool. She's our only Strawberry listener.
Her name is Strawberry?
Yes.
And I took pride in the fact that I sat down, or at least I tried to sit down and have a conversation with everybody on the Mexico trip. Right. I tried to. If I didn't, I apologize. I thought I did. And now I apparently know that I didn't get to sit down and have a nice conversation with a lady called Strawberry.
I remember I think she's called the show before, and we made fun of her name because we didn't believe her.
Yeah.
Because that is, and she probably gets out all the time.
Do you think, do you change your name once you get 18?
I like the name Strawberry. I actually really do. I think it's kind of pretty and it's different.
Do you go by, because if you apply, I would hate saying this, but if I'm applying or hiring somebody and I see a thing that says Strawberry Jones or whatever their name is, or Strawberry last name Shortcake.
That's a powerful name.
Strawberry Jones.
Strawberry Jones. I like that. I would watch that news channel or Inside Edition. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of more of a Die Hard situation. This summer, Strawberry Jones is putting everybody over the edge.
Yeah. Boy, I like that.
Strawberry
I feel like she could be an actress. It's Strawberry. She's in this movie with Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, you'd be Gwyneth Paltrow's friend, Strawberry. Yeah. We don't like you now.
Didn't she name her kid Coco?
No, Apple.
She named her kid Apple.
Well, that's why
Julia Roberts named her kid Coco.
Julia Roberts has a kid?
Yeah, named Coco.
Boy, I didn't know that.
She gave birth to them the same way that graboids did, where they just come out of their mouth.
Gwyneth, or is that Julia?
Julia.
Yeah, Julia's mouth is it unhinges like a snake.
And it's like the snake reverse eating an egg, because not a lot of people know this. Little Julia Roberts, or her spawn, her young, are not live birth. They're eggs.
Oh, I didn't know that. Platypus. She does it. I thought that was Gwyneth.
No, Gwyneth.
Hers is like an alien. It just pops out of her stomach.
She just orders them on catalogs.
Oh, okay. I get that.
She doesn't go through being pregnant.
Yeah. Hey, Bryce Harper. Do you know who this dude is?
Well, I don't, but I've heard that name before. Has he ever been in a frat?
Probably.
His name is Bryce. He has to have, at one point in time, told the freshman to hide a pine cone with using only his body.
I hate frats. I've never ever wanted to be in a frat. I don't need friends.
No.
I got the friends that I have, and that's just a couple. They're already too much for me. I don't need all these frat brothers.
No.
After a long, drawn-out offseason, he's a baseball superstar, apparently. Real quick side note, is Bryce Harper really, really good at what he does? Because he just got a massive deal with Philadelphia. He gets 13 years.
What?
He signed a $20 million signing bonus, $10 million salary this year, $26 million in each of the following 9 seasons, $22 million on each of the last 3. Okay? It includes a no-trade clause and no opt-outs. It's a $330 million contract.
Can I just put this up? Because I feel so happy that some of the extras from Lord of the Rings have made it into baseball.
They did?
He looks like a little...
Oh, is that Bryce?
That's Bryce Harper.
He looks like a hobbit.
Yeah, he's got pointy ears. He's got the bluest eyes. He's got the bushiest beard. He honestly looks like, at one point in time, they said, and you've got my sword and my axe. And he said, and my bat and shoe. And my roofies.
He doesn't look like he's... Wait a minute. Go to the guy right next to him, though. Is that still Bryce?
This is another Bryce.
Wait a minute. That's two different people.
No.
Well, God, he looks sexy there.
Look at this.
Ah!
Oh, no. Bryce needs a beard.
Yeah, Bryce definitely needs a beard.
This picture
he needs to
right
cover
here.
up those that jaw structure that doesn't work on him.
This picture, you can hear it. It's...
I'm hungry.
Just read the scoreboard.
I like, he definitely swallows his chew. He swallows his chew spit. He's not putting it in a Mountain Dew bottle.
He's never understood chew because he has always said, I don't know what you're talking about. When you chew, you swallow. It's like food. Tobacco's a vegetable.
I'd like to say, this is a text, I'd like to say you've ruined all of the radio for me. I assume any bit anyone does on any other radio station is from a prep service. Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, if we do something from the prep service, it's because we want to, and we never read what they have written.
Well, apparently this dude's worth a lot of money.
Is he good?
$330 million. What? That's the richest contract in history of American sports.
He is so handsome when he covers up most of his face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he needs to put glasses on there.
Yeah, he needs glasses. He needs to tame those ears. It looks like both of them have planned an escape from his head, and they're heading in different directions.
So unless the no-trade clause can be waived at some point down the road, Bryce and Philly are stuck with each other through 2031. By the way, that's how the NBA contracts used to be back in the day when basketball was actually really good and fun to watch.
Yeah, why would you... Who cares if you're trading teams? Because
most of the people he's going to be playing with are currently 12... Oh, my God, that's a long... In the last year of his contract, most of the people he'll be playing with are currently 12 years old right now. Think about that.
Well, it's not a sport that has a lot of injury.
Yeah.
You can do that because you don't sign... like 13-year contracts with Aaron Rodgers because he could break his knee.
All right,
and he's done.
Baseball is not, I mean, I guess you trip and scrape your knee.
The only thing that could happen is like what happened to that Prince Fielder or whatever that was on the Brewers. He just got too fat.
For what it's worth, Bryce, 26. That's it.
Oh.
He's going to be 39 at the end of his contract. He played first 7 seasons with Washington Nationals, 6-time All-Star, who won the NL MVP 2015.
I have never been so sad to be so much farther behind than him, and he's my age.
Yeah, that makes me feel bad too. Like when I think of Rodgers, you know, like how much is that dude worth? Way too much because he can throw football good.
Yeah, and now he does Game of Thrones commercials.
Rodgers does?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's sitting on the throne of thrones, or what is that thing called? The Iron
Throne.
No, that's not it.
That's not it. Sword Throne.
Fisting. Pokey chair. What? No, that's a different. That's not Game of Thrones. That's
I don't know why I said that. Yeah, the Iron Throne. No. That's what it is.
Pointy chair.
It's ouch. Yeah, I want one of those chairs so bad, but Angie said no.
But yeah, he does commercials for that now.
That's just too much money.
It is.
For playing... I mean, I guess, though, look what he has to go through. It's baseball. It's the most boring thing on the planet, probably, especially even if you're playing it.
Yeah.
And how much you got to travel? You play like 9,000 games a year.
You play like... Is it 86 games a year? Half of them are home games. Most of it is stupid.
Yeah.
Also... He doesn't look 26. He looks like he's in his 40s.
We talked way too long about Bryce. About Bryce.
We're calling you next.
We got to call this girl who said she became a woman listening to the show, and I find that extremely weird.
Yeah, because did you just cut out everything else and only keep my crutch of...
Yeah. By the way, East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions, flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com. Sneakerjobs.com. We do have a thing to give out. By the way, wanted to thank... we play the Oregon Trail.
Very early this morning.
Yeah.
So we wanted to thank the Skyline Comedy Club.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to be giving away some things here next. Also, we're going to call that girl. And I do have something I want to just touch on a little bit. Here's the restaurants that were born the same year you were.
Okay. No, we call that number first.
Yes, definitely. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We do it next.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We do it next. get a chance, you can text TV to 71090 to make fun of us.
Yeah. Watch us for a solid 15 minutes.
Yeah. You can call us 2-866-916-0959 if you're a prisoner or not a prisoner. We want your emails, jakeandtannershow@gmail.com. That's always fun. Yeah. It was a really good show today. We're at the last segment before we get into the Karen hour.
Yep. Call the lady now.
Yeah, we're going to. I wanted to play that Sadney thing really quick.
No, call lady first.
I
don't want to miss this because we'll never do it again.
Probably. Oh, that sounded weird. I hope I dialed that right. We got to call a girl that texts us. A woman now, I guess.
Yeah.
She said she's like 22 or something.
Yeah. She's in her 20s.
Something like that. What do you think her name is? I'm going to go Danielle.
Yes.
Or is that a 30-year-old? Hi, you're on the radio with us, okay?
All right.
How old are you?
20.
What's your name?
You can call me Vanya.
Vanya. You said something, but now I'm kind of weirded out about it because somebody brought attention to...
I don't think so.
Okay. What did you text in?
That I became a woman while listening to your show, and you guys took it way inappropriately.
See, I think it is.
Oh, it was the other way?
No, I mean... I became an adult. I was merely a child before I started listening to radio morning shows.
Well, you can't say it like that. I became a woman.
Yeah, that means like...
That's
you
funny.
know.
When
you become a woman.
It meant something to me.
Wait a minute. So when you used to listen to our show, was it at the birthday station? I mean, do you know us from when you were a kid?
Oh, no.
Oh. So,
wait, when did you
Sorry to disappoint.
When did you start listening to us?
Yeah, I'm confused.
It was when you were here on KISS.
Well, you were 18 then. You were 18 when you listened to us.
Yeah.
So you're already a woman.
Oh, are you just saying that you were listening to us when you turned 18 or when you actually, made love? You're 20, I can say that.
Nah,
no. Whoa, hey.
What's your problem? Why don't you want to make love with us?
Yeah, why? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Get out of here, Grind With Me or Slow Mo or whatever that guy's name is. Jake and I can be great love-making background. Here, let's do it just for a second.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, you got this, buddy. Just keep concentrating.
Go.
Focus on my voice. Focus on my voice.
Don't cry.
You can do this.
Cry.
You can do this.
Get there.
Listen. Look at me. Look at me. Look at you.
People love you. People love you. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Why? What? I thought he did.
So, okay, we understand now. We got it. What are you doing?
Oh, all right.
Now you're part of the show.
No, not yet.
What are you doing?
To be part of it.
Wait.
Are you married?
I'm at work. What are you doing?
What are you doing at work?
Yeah, what do you do for work?
Warehouse stuff. I'm standing outside currently. It's kind of cold.
What are you wearing?
Warehouse stuff.
Khakis.
We love you.
See, I was expecting her to once again misdescribe it and be like, "Oh, I'm at work. What do you do?" I call it heroin, but you guys would call it just warehouse stuff because that's what most people say.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Love you. All right. That's not our fault. That is her fault, the way she communicated that or wrote that in.
Yeah, said, I became a woman listening to your show. How are we not going to think that you took us into the bedroom with you?
Hey, Sadney sent us a video, apparently. We don't know if it swears. It's from some random guy at a bar.
Sadney, really quick, message in, does that video swear? Actually, we have a dump. Screw it, let's do it.
We'll just dump it. Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was in the radio, and I almost cried hearing your story.
Whose story?
Sydney's story.
It's Sadney.
Sadney? Sadney.
Thank you.
Oh,
she's living that up, isn't she?
She said that when she gets a few drinks in her, she likes to name drop the old Sadney, the old Sadney bone.
All right, here we go. Here's the chain restaurants that were born the same year you were.
Yes. Let's do yours.
Well, let me go to yours first. Well, I can go to mine because it's coming up. 1980. I already know mine. What would you think it is?
McDonald's.
Wrong. McDonald's? Well, I guess.
In-N-Out.
Say that again.
In and out.
Faster,
no,
faster.
no, we're not doing this. We need to have a dedicated break. Only baby making break. We'll call it that.
Applebee's. Applebee's was invented the same year I was.
I like putting it that way instead of born. That you were invented in 1980.
What were you? 92?
91.
91.
The best year for restaurants.
You got Joe's Crab Shack. That's funny. I think the County Crows guys manage that now. Joe's Crab Shack. Chain opened its doors in 1991.
Wait, isn't that the guy?
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? Yeah, I think it is.
He manages one in like Texas.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is that it? Just Joe's Crab Shack?
Let's see, 1995. Somebody texted 1995. You got Einstein Brother Bagels. Whatever that is.
I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
Never even heard of such a thing.
They have bagels.
Let's go. I'm going to go to the very earliest one on this.
1967.
No, 40.
1940.
Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's been around since 1940?
1940, when we had 2 lines for water fountains and Dairy Queens were for vanilla ice cream only. We didn't allow the chocolate dip until the 70s, and we weren't happy about it. And I'll be damned if we ever do a swirl.
I want to leave now. I do. It's like such a good one to go out on. I feel like we're done. I don't think we're going to get better than that. Damned if we do as well. Anderson's vacuums.
The suckiest vacuums in town. Get your wife what she really wants.
Carl's Jr. was a year after that. Well, now everybody's just, this is going to be a really exciting segment. Everybody's just texting in their date of birth.
Yeah.
Do this one.
No, right. do 1970.
1970. This is when they allowed the swirl.
Yeah. No, never the swirl. They just let chocolate ice cream in the Dairy Queen. Remember, there were people protesting the chocolate vanilla swirl for a long time.
Olga's Kitchen. That's like the grossest.
Can you pick an uglier name for a restaurant?
No thanks. I'm gonna skip whatever food you're cooking because I guarantee it's just greasy, and they're not their hygiene probably not taking.
Might as well have named it
too much
Herbie's
concern
Cafe.
No kidding. Let's go. Somebody said 97.
Okay.
My God, I really want somebody to have hot now. I don't know what Cafe Rio is.
Cafe Rio?
Yeah, do you know all this stuff?
No. Why me?
I'm
also the only other person in here, but still.
1998, ESPN Zone. That's a restaurant? Come on. No, that's not true.
Hold on. Do 2005.
Oh, man. See, it's so funny. I don't think that's too long ago.
No, neither do I, so I want to see what it was.
Pinkberry.
What the hell is Pinkberry?
It's a restaurant.
No, go back into the 80s again.
Those were more fun.
Screw you 2000s.
The latest one was 2009.
Okay, what's that one?
The Umami Burger?
Not as bad as Olga.
Chained open up in 2009.
You come to Olga's Cafe. You come to Olga's and I pour beer down the face.
Checkers was 1999. We got to stop doing this.
This is a brilliant break. People want to know when fast food was invented, even if nobody's heard of them.
I got to stop looking at all these burgers. Oh, they look so wonderful. Oh, yeah. Do 1986.
1986.
2000. Oh, yes, I said 2005 was yesterday. No kidding. 1996. Yard House. I never heard of this. Again.
94.
Oh, my God. 1994, the restaurant that was invented. Famous Dave's.
I know Famous Dave's.
Yeah.
They have like 6 of them in Wisconsin Dells. And that's all I know.
Kyle on delay says 1984 was hot now. I'll be the judge of that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Papa John's was invented in 1984.
Man, I love Papa John's.
I think it's the best pizza.
The best delivery pizza you can get.
Whatever happened to that guy? Wasn't he diddling people?
No, he wasn't diddling. He was just super racist.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he was just really racist, and now people are stopping to go to Papa. You know what? Their pizza was so good that even though Papa John was a racist,
people are still going.
People are like, yeah, but pizza tastes good. It was like the whole Michael Jackson thing. But he's dancing.
He could do a moonwalk. It looked like he was floating, so I'm okay with it.
You see, it's like he was walking forward, but he was going back. It's crazy.
Speaking of birthdays, a recent survey asked 2,000 people what the best birthday is to have.
That's a stupid question. Everybody says their own birthday.
No. Because if the winter birthdays, a lot of people don't like. I don't like my wife's birthday. I think hers is hers is March 6th, so it's like
too early in the year.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. September 19th is the best birthday to have.
June 15th, according to this survey.
No, wrong.
June 15th.
Well, is it just because it's halfway through the year?
Second worst birthday, February 29th. Yeah, we skipped that, by the way. It's March 1st right now.
Yeah, not a leap year. Yeah, I'd like to know if anybody's birthday is actually on the 29th of February.
48% of people in the survey said the worst part of being born on February 29th would be not knowing which day to celebrate on. 32% said dealing with all the jokes. 11% said missing out on cake. The poll also found just half of us want to expect cake in a birthday. 84 of us like to add candles. 75% wish like blowing them out. But the number one worst birthday, obviously,
Christmas.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan. I don't mind December 1st. I think it's easy. It's like gets you kind of excited. You're excited, kind of Christmas coming up and all that. But I've never liked a winter birthday.
No, because it's not really going outside.
Right.
I like my like September birthdays for a kid. I thought were awesome because September's still pretty warm, and you've got all your friends together.
Ugh.
It's not. At least it was different when I was younger. When like you would hand out invitations at school.
Yeah.
It's not like a Facebook.
I
go
just
to their
don't-
mom.
I'm not liking to think right now, and I am, that my parents did it in March. Like I'm
Well,
thinking
they're
that
bored.
they were bored in March.
Have
Yeah.
you done it in March?
Never. One time to
never.
procreate, 2 times to procreate. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I'm married to God. I'm married to Jesus.
Jesus, we always leave room for Jesus, even in the bedroom.
All right, so JTB Hole tickets going on sale March 22nd. You're going to hear our ad here in a minute to tell you exactly how you can get tickets for this. It's going to be the JTB Hole going to the Brewers. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're doing this for the fans. We would like the fans to go.
Yes. I need to read this text because it makes me really happy. I still buy Papa John's. I love Papa John's. My grandpa was racist.
Whose grandpa wasn't racist?
Yeah, let's be honest. Everybody's grandpa's just a little racist.
Hey, East Bay and Oshkosh now hiring part-time customer contact positions. Flex.
Don't die! I need you! We don't have the paper signed!
Flexible.
No, don't stop it!
Flexible hours, great East Bay employee discounts. Find out more at sneakerjobs.com. That's sneakerjobs.com. So we'll tell you how you can get tickets to the JTB Hole. Slide right in there.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. You got it up ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, because we're going to do it here right after we play the Jake and Tanner thing. And also we're welcoming to the Karen Hour.
Karen!
More music next.
Jake and Tanner's bus for happy, organized listener experiences. But that's a little wordy, so from now on, we're just going to call it JTB Hole. Hop on the JTB Hole and ride from Appleton with Jake and Tanner to go watch the Brewers take on the New York Mets on May 4th. Don't miss your chance to get in the JTB Hole. Tickets go on sale at 9 a.m. on March 22nd at 959kissfm.com. Thanks to Nationwide Travelers and 959 Kiss FM. Do you want less Jake and Tanner and more music? Then your name must be Karen. The Karen Hour starts now. 95.9 KISS FM.